The church guys. We're live on a podcast. A church guy sports show. Yo, welcome to the show where the faith meets the court. Church guys repping hard, yeah, we live for the sport. From the pulpit to the bleachers, the word we endorse. Dropping dimes, preaching truth, keeping God as the source. We breaking down the play, stats, facts, and the story. Sunday to game day, all for his glory. Talking hoops, talking fields, every touchdown is shot. But we never lose sight of the faith that we got is fellowship, fire. Passion in the zone, church guys sports show. Yeah, you know we at home. Turn the volume up loud, let the good vibes flow. This is more than just a game, it's the way that we grow. The church guys. We're live on the podcast. A church guy sports show. The church guys. We're live on the podcast. A church guy sports show. From the locker room talk to the pews on a Sunday, we call the plays right, kingdom business on Monday. Faith on the field, spirit driving the grind. Every headline we drop got the word intertwined. We repping every team, but the banner is Christ. Breaking huddles with the gospel, yeah, we living it right. From the Knicks to the league, every stat, every score, we gon' praise, analyze, then we give God more. So tune in, locked in, let the truth be shown. Church guy sports show, man, the vibe's full grown. It's the faith in the game and a powerful blend. From the tip off to the buzzer, we gon' ride to the end. Huh? The church guys. We're live on the podcast. A church guy sports show. The church guys.
What's going on, everybody? What is going on? What is going on? Where is my... What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Church Guys Sports Show for Game 1 of the Eastern Conference First Round Series and also for Night 1 of WrestleMania. As we are here, you are there, and we're excited to talk to you tonight. We got a lot to unpack tonight. We got a whole lot to unpack tonight. So Game 1 of the Eastern Conference playoffs between the New York Knicks and the Atlanta Hawks is in the books. We will get to that in just a second as Bishop J. Mack joins us. But Game 1 is in the books. Knicks win tonight, going away 113-102 in a game that wasn't really that close. As the score would indicate, Knicks led by 18 actually late in this game. Hawks went on a furious comeback within the final 3 minutes that kind of gave a little bit of shades of Indiana in Game 1 of round of the conference finals last year. But the Knicks this time held it off, got the stops that they needed. Again, it all boils down to coaching. And I like what Mike Brown did there at the end. When they started hitting those shots, he got Cat out of the game, put another wing defender on there so they could get out there on those threes. And that pretty much shut the Hawks down for the rest of the game after that. But 113-102 was the final score as the Knicks take Game 1 of their best of 7 series. And we're going to go around the horn. Real quick, Willie Green with us, Bishop L with us, Bishop J. Mack with us. So we're going to get to WrestleMania in a minute, but what are your takeaways from Game 1?
You set the order, right? Willie's going first. J Mac.
Well, Knicks winning tonight, which should have been expected. even though the Hawks came in on a kind of a win streak, kind of a hot team getting out of regular season. But Knicks handled business tonight. You know, there's nothing really much more to say. They're home. They're supposed to handle business in game one. Not particularly Knicks style. Usually the Knicks kind of fumble the bag, usually in game one, but that was not the case tonight. So good coaching by Mike Brown, all around performance by the Knicks. And they shared the ball very well. Kind of kept CJ McCullough under wraps a little bit. Tried to get away from them in the third quarter, but the Knicks buckled down, got back to business, and sealed the deal. Not much more to say.
L.
I think the same thing. I mean, I would like to see this team when they put their foot on the gas, not take their foot off the gas.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to see them not take their foot off the gas. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Looks like you might have lost my picture, but at the end of it's a good win. Um, they better not sleep on Atlanta. They better not sleep on Atlanta. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
There you
I
go.
looking at this Atlanta team. They do not look like they need to be slept on, and that's all. They can if listen to me. If you let Atlanta win one game, you run the risk of Atlanta thinking they can win more games. And the way that they started to drop that, when we was up 20, go for the kill. Don't let a young team that's gonna fast break you to death, because they was gonna fast break us to death, yo. And it was gonna be bad. But again, nice win, good win. I appreciate the win. Don't sleep on Atlanta. They are not to be slept on. They are not to be looked past. You're gonna have to win this, and I think that it's mandatory. They have to go up 3-zip. They gotta go up 3-zip to ensure that we put Atlanta away. Because if you split this home game, these two home games, I'm nervous, especially with. There was a play where Brunson dribbled that ball. It was almost like he dribbled it into a turnover because he hadn't done it all game. Like he needed to do it. It was like, I have to dribble into this turnover. It just wouldn't be me if I don't. Good win. Don't sleep on Atlanta. They're not to be slept on.
Okay. J Mac.
I echo everything everybody said. I think it's a great win by the Knicks. Um, I like the way Carl Anthony Towns woke up in the second half, 19 points in the second half.
He was dominant. He was dominant.
Everybody, and that's where I'm going. I look at it different. I
I'm
am not
sorry.
concerned about Atlanta. I'm just not. I'm not sleeping on them, but I just think the Knicks are a better team. The Knicks have more depth. I saw it tonight. The depth is what's going to kill Atlanta. They don't have the depth that the Knicks have, and you saw it tonight. They just don't. They just don't have the depth. Uh, they got Gabe, what's the name, as their
Gabe
point
Vincent.
guard. Gabe Vincent is their point guard. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a sweep, and I'm gonna say this. I don't think the Knicks gotta go up 3-1. I do think they gotta go up 2-0 and split in Atlanta. I think they gotta do that. If they get one out of Atlanta, they're not gonna. I'm not gonna put that pressure on them guys about 3-0. I'm not gonna do that, y'all.
I disagree. I
I
disagree.
can't.
I got you. Got
I
to
can't.
put the pressure on the Knicks right now. Sweep
Okay.
these guys and get them out the way.
It's not gonna be a sweep. It's not gonna be
Sweep
a.
them.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's
Sweep
I
not
don't
them.
going.
think I
It's
don't
not
think it
gonna
will
be a
be a
sweep.
sweep. I
It's
don't
not
think
gonna
it
be a
will be a
sweep.
sweep. I don't think
It's
it will be
not.
a sweep at all. I don't think it'll be a sweep at all. But I do believe that a 3-0 lead will make a statement. You can't, because they can go up 2-0. You can go up 2-0 in the Garden and go to Atlanta.
This is
You
what
can
I
go up
got. I got to
2-0
Hold
in
ask
on.
the
you guys
Ho-
this.
Garden.
Yeah,
Hold
no.
on. Let me answer Dave before you
But I
continue.
wanted to finish.
He
I wanted
played.
to finish
I'm
my
gonna let you
point,
finish.
y'all.
I'm gonna let you finish, J Mac. But I gotta answer Dave because Dave being funny. 9, Dave. He played 9 significant a significant 9-man rotation, not 2 minutes, and that's the ninth man. He played a solid 9-man rotation tonight. Every Nick player that played had at least 11 minutes. The lower man on the totem pole was Jordan Clarkson at 11 minutes. So everybody played double-digit minutes who played. So it was a 9-man rotation. Go ahead, J Mac.
And I would like to say, Cat had a great defensive second half.
You did.
He played great defensively. He hasn't played defense like that under Tibbs, Davey. I've never seen him. He had 3 blocks tonight. 3 blocks.
Hey, J Mac, you think he figured out what his role is now?
Oh, I think he figured it out. Yes, I think he figured it out. And this is what I was saying. I think everybody was overreacting. That's why I think everybody was overreacting in the regular season. I was just waiting to see what the playoffs going to be. I don't think the Knicks are going to sweep them. I don't think I would love to see a sweep. I hope I'm wrong. I would love to see a sweep.
Not yet,
But
Stinson. We haven't started. We started with basketball. We'll be the
yeah, we
mania
start
shortly.
with basketball. But I think they're gonna. I already said it. Knicks in 5. I said Knicks in 5, and
So did I.
I'm gonna
And
stick by that. Knicks in 5. If they go up 3-0 or 2-1 and then win the fourth one at home, however it is, I'm still sticking by Knicks in 5. And if Cat plays like this, they're not beating New York. That's just the simple fact of the matter. They're not gonna beat them if Cat plays like this. They're not going to beat them. They're just not. They don't have enough. Jalen
I,
Johnson is not enough to beat New York. They
see,
don't have the depth. They
I
just
haven't
don't.
had a chance to go there yet. Okay, for all of you pundits,
That's
and
why I brought it up. I gave
I,
you the alley
that's
oop.
the alley
Go
oop.
ahead. Yep.
Let me go for it. So all of you pundits out there, and Willie, who had the nerve to say it on Tuesday, y'all still think Jalen Johnson is going to be a difference maker in this
He's
series?
not. He has to learn like everybody else does.
Yo,
He has to learn
why
like
you had to go?
everybody
Why you
else.
had to go there? Why you had to go there? I did
By
not
by the
say
way, 8 of
I
19 tonight for Jalen Johnson
He had a solid first
in his
game.
playoff debut.
Yeah, he had a
8 of
solid
19
game. But he's
in
come on,
not
son.
going. He's not Cade Cunningham, y'all.
in
He's not Cade Cunningham.
and he's not ready to be Cade Cunningham yet. And that was my thing. He's not even and I got to be clear on this for anybody, and it wasn't you, Willie, but for the pundits, so-called pundits, that said he was the best player in his series. He's not even top 5 at his position in the league.
Mu-
Let's be clear on that. He's not even top 5. So how is he the best player in a series where there are 2 perennial all-stars on the other team? One who is a lock for all NBA and one who's on the fringe of being all NBA, and the second one averages a double-double. How is Jalen Johnson the best player in that series?
CJ
Let's make it make
McCollum is
sense.
the reason why the game stayed close.
Right.
Because of
See
CJ
now,
McCollum.
CJ McCollum is the
Yes.
guy you gotta worry about.
That's
Okay.
the guy you got to worry about, not Jalen
That's
Johnson.
the guy. That's the
Okay.
guy. I'm like, okay, don't
I
let
gotta,
him get
I
hot.
gotta defend my statement. I have to defend it.
You go ahead and try.
I never ever said that he was the
That's why
best
Stephen
player in
A.
the
Smith
series.
got booed, but that's another
Right.
conversation.
I
Dummy.
never said he was the best player in this series.
No, that's why I said you didn't
Nah,
say
you
it.
didn't
Okay,
say
okay.
You
that.
didn't say.
Now
That's
let
why
me
I
let
said
me
you
make
didn't
sure.
say
Let me
it.
make sure that the people out there, the pundits you call the pundits,
The
I
so-called
said
pundits.
that the Knicks cannot afford to play with this team.
Agreed.
Now,
Agreed.
J Mac, I totally disagree with you because you gave the blueprint to why they could sweep them. They don't have the depth to keep up with the Knicks. I'm telling you, if the Knicks know what's good for them and need rest for a second round series, potentially against Boston,
I
Get
agree.
they
get
need
him
to
They need
early.
sweep them.
they
They
need
need
to
to
get
sweep
this
Listen,
them.
series over as
I'm
quickly as
not
possible.
saying that they shouldn't sweep them.
You know why?
I
Because
want them
Boston
to
Philly's
sweep them.
going at least 6. You know that, right?
Exactly.
Boston Philly is
Boston
good.
Philly's going
Exactly.
at least 6.
Say that again, D-Lo. Say it again.
Boston Philly is going at least 6. So the Knicks need to look at that, and I agree. They need to go out there on Monday night, and they know Atlanta's coming hard. They need to come with the same energy they came with tonight. I watched the game from opening tip. The Knicks came out on a mission. Jalen Brunson came out on a mission tonight.
And
And
and, and
Yeah.
when I was watching the game, if I'm not mistaken, it was said
Davey,
that
I'm sick of you.
Atlanta has the size. They don't have the depth. And one thing about size can normally, in most games, when you don't have the depth, they can impose themselves on a series to where the referees will let them play.
Right.
Tonight, they didn't. They kind of let them play a little bit to kind of see which will was going to be imposed on this first game. And when the Knicks decided to put their foot on the
It was
gas,
the
like you
Knicks.
said
Yeah.
it was the
It was the
Knicks.
Knicks.
So now, if the Knicks understand that they have let them set the tone for the series,
They
the
just got to
Knicks
keep pushing
they
it.
gotta keep. Thank you.
I agree.
Yeah,
That's it.
Keep
I
pushing
So
think
it.
you
if you want to
Keep
sweep
pushing
a
misunderstand
it.
me,
team,
Willie.
you set the
I'm
tone
not.
and you go forward.
I'm not disagreeing with you about them sweeping. I believe that they should sweep them. Do I think they will sweep them? I don't think they will.
And
That's
I
what I'm
understand
saying.
J Mac's standpoint from the standpoint of the Knicks have not traditionally been that team.
So then
Now,
what? Okay,
I'll be
got you. I
I'll be
got you on
honest.
that.
I saw something different in their demeanor tonight, to be
It
honest
was
Right.
with you.
different.
Like,
It
come
I
on.
was.
saw
They gotta
something
go at it.
different.
They gotta
And
go at
and
it.
I said, "Oh, these boys have been reading the papers.
Right. Like
They've
listen.
been listening to the pundits.
Right.
They
Like
they
go
came
go
they
for it.
came
They
out with
tired of
something
it.
to prove
They
tonight."
tired of it. They tired of everybody who doubted them all year. They like, okay, now the regular season is over. It's time to get down to business.
All
Now,
five
Right.
starters in
Right.
double figures tonight, by the way, for the
yeah,
New York
all
Knicks.
five in
Right.
double figures.
If you're gonna do it, like do it now. Don't play
Yeah,
around at game two and come out and fumble the bag and say,
right.
you
Don't
know
play
what,
with your feet.
we might got a chance to go down to Atlanta and get two. Screw that.
No,
Take care of home court, go down there and punch them in the mouth, send them home. Like literally, if you think about their statistics and the way they came through the last part of the season, the Atlanta Hawks ain't really supposed to be in the playoffs.
correct.
Let's think
Yeah.
about that. So let's get them out of here.
They're,
If you a strong
because
New York team, get them
because
out
they
of here.
had to play that hard just to get in. I
Come
agree.
on, like get them out of here.
Because you got to remember when at the deadline when they made the Trey Young deal, they were actually under 500.
Yeah, like
So
come
this
on.
was a late season push.
No
They're
life.
They
worn
were the
out.
third best
You look like you was
team
getting
in
ready
the
to say,
second half of the season. They were the third best team.
Right.
Record wise,
Yes, no,
they were the
right.
third best.
And it took that push just to get the 6th seed. And quite honestly, just to stay out of the play-in, they needed Orlando to wet the bed on the last day of the season, which is what they did.
Right. Come on,
So
don't
is that
fumble the
is
bag.
this
No, don't
boxer's
fumble the
mic
bag
buzzing
But
in
now.
but
here?
Willie, everything you said is one of the
Nah,
reasons
I
why
agree with
the
him.
pundits drove me and these people who are picking the Hawks drove me crazy. And I'm like, this team is not. There is a reason why the Knicks are 10 games better record-wise than the Hawks, and
Right.
you're gonna see that in the playoffs, or you should, as long as the Knicks come out with this level of
And
intensity
and
in Game 2 on Monday night.
and if I'm not mistaken, the Knicks beat them at their game tonight. The
Oh
Knicks
yeah,
were the fast break team tonight.
Say that
Fast
again.
break points, hitting the boards. Cat was a
Make my
three.
scene.
Cat was a demon on the boards as usual.
That's
3
9-9.
blocks. We had a healthy
Not
Mitchell
9.
Robinson who got in Quinn Snyder's head so much that in the third quarter, what did he do? Because Quinn Snyder in his post game, I don't know if you saw it, talked about the free throw discrepancy. But the problem with that logic was you did that to yourself, Quinn Snyder.
You put
Because
your team in foul trouble
in the
too
third
early.
quarter, you went to hack a Mitch to get Mitch out of the game because he was killing y'all on the front line. And so, but the Knicks smartly for a change said, "Oh, really? Okay, Cat's back in.
Dallas
Dump it
dude.
down low. Stop this guy going to the basket." Cat got 10 free throws.
Cat
Right.
drove
That's
to the
how you gotta
basket.
play. We
He's
not
a
don't
madman
settle for
driving the
threes.
ball.
I
They in
need
foul
one thing.
trouble, dive to the basket. They in
Yeah.
foul trouble, dive to the
One,
basket.
one
Make
thing
them
I
put
need
you on
Cat
the
to do.
line.
Oh my God, Knicks get ready. Oh my God, I'm watching the Laker game and it look like the Rockets about to fumble the bag, but they got rid of it. They got a 50-50 play. Unbelievable. But listen, you know what? I hope Carl Anthony Towns listen to some of our podcasts sometimes. I need him to take a breath and go to the basket with his back turned with reckless abandon. Just breathe, bro. Like it seems like he's always under stress when he goes to the basket. It kills me to see a guy like that.
I think he's still in his head a little bit about the offensive foul calls early in the season. I think he's still cognizant of that. So, because I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you, Willie. I'm like, yo, Cat, none of these guys can guard you. Just put your body on them and just get down low.
Yeah, like come on.
Whoa,
L,
Take
I
a
got a
minute.
stat that you're gonna appreciate.
Well, wait a
The
minute.
Knicks
I don't
12 of
think
25 from 3. Only took 25. They
was
went
crazy.
to the cup tonight.
Well,
Good.
let me say this. Well, there was definitely a mismatch, but I don't think Cat is that strong. Like he's not a dominant big man. He's a finesse big man. He's a shooting big man. He's not a dominant. Never gonna get a Shaq type of game from him.
Well, no, but
You're
you
never
don't
going.
need that.
But no, we don't need that.
But you're in
I'm
but
just
you're in an
saying.
NBA now where the
If,
bigs are not Shaq, they're not Hakeem, they're not Patrick Ewing. So he's a dominant big man for what we have. He's stronger than most of the guys that are trying to guard him at his position. Save for
Okay.
maybe Jokic, Gobert in terms of strength. Jokic, Gobert, maybe Vucevic, because Vucevic he pushes him a little bit, but he be cooking Vucevic because he's faster than him.
right.
But in terms of just like size and strength, I agree with you, El. But it's a very much a different league than what it was. So yeah, he's never gonna be a Shaq kind of dominant. But I agree with Willie though. If you got somebody you could beat off the dribble or use your size against, use it.
He killed them. He killed anybody that played him at the top of the key tonight. He drove right by anybody.
Yeah,
Oh,
because you guess what?
they've got
He
nobody.
decided to make a conscious decision and let the game slow down and let him take over the game. He slowed the
Thank you.
game down.
And
He
that's
slowed the
what
game
I've been,
down.
but that's what
Yes.
I've been saying all year to the people that been saying Brunson. You know who I'm talking about, D'Lo. Brunson has to get him the ball, and Brunson has to get him involved. Tonight, Cat decided I'm gonna take the ball. He didn't wait for Brunson to get him the ball. He didn't
And they
wait
played
for
and they played through Cat in the pinch post a lot
They
tonight.
did.
Yeah.
They did.
They-
That's why he had as many turnovers as he did, because he was trying to pass the ball. So I'm not even
Listen,
upset about
that
the turnovers
pick and,
he had.
and I don't know what anybody's going to do
Oh
about
my
it, but
God.
that pick and roll that they run with Cat
lethal.
and Brunson at the top,
It's
where
lethal.
because
Fact.
it's a dribble handoff pick. It's brilliant. It's a dribble handoff, and with Cat's wide body and his passing ability, he's able to pick off Brunson's man and then throw him a pass, dive into the basket
And he's
in
looking
one
over
motion.
the deep. He's looking
Right,
over
and he
the
can throw it
defense
over the
whole
defense.
time.
So, like you saw how many backdoor cuts they got off of a Cat pass off of that pick and roll tonight. They started the game with like 5 of those in a row. Mikal got one, Brunson got one, Hart got one. Then OG got one. I'm like, oh, we just gonna play like this all night because you can't stop it.
The Hawks, the only way the Hawks are gonna even have a chance, they're gonna have to do what they did early in the game, and that's they can't let the Knicks defense set. They can't let the defense set in the half court.
Yo, can I
They
say
will
something?
beat
I
them
don't mean to
down
cut.
the court.
Go ahead,
They
L.
will
Go ahead, L.
beat
I
them
ain't my
down the
fault.
court to score. So the defense couldn't set. That's the only way they're gonna have a chance against New York.
Yo, I just want to say something real quick before we keep going with the Knicks. Listen, man, I'm just watching this.
Oh, we lost.
We lost. Yeah, David, you're absolutely right about that. With Deuce, and I'm okay with it. Listen, GTA is okay with it. If you guys haven't had a chance, please go over to the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn page on YouTube, and please watch that the latest 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with GTA on it as Mello's guest. Yo, GTA is exactly what we need personality-wise on this team. Jose Alvarado is a Brooklyn dude through and through, and that New York energy is showing forth on that bench. During the game, you saw him. He was up and down the sidelines like he was one of the coaches all game long tonight.
Absolutely.
Yelling, encouraging, barking orders at his teammates. I'm like, yo, that's what you need. A young veteran presence that keeps the energy up. And yo, GTA don't care about playing. He's trying to get a ring at this point.
Yeah.
And I respect it.
Yeah, and I agree. Again, I
Give me
go
one
back
second.
to what Willie said. I do believe the Knicks, if they can, listen, sweep these dudes in 4.
Oh, I agree. I think the Knicks need to do that.
I just don't know.
Yeah,
with
'cause
today's NBA, it's kind of
today's
hard to
NBA
sweep
and the
somebody.
fact that the Knicks also traditionally have not been that team.
What-
Now,
the last time we
this Knicks-
swept somebody
this
was
Knicks
Van
team-
Gundy. Was Van Gundy in the
This
second
Knicks
round when
team,
they swept the
yeah.
Atlanta
we
Hawks?
slept the Hawks. Yeah.
That's the
This
last
Knicks
time the
team,
Knicks swept anybody.
Yes, L.
this Knicks team is not a sweet type of team. But if listen to me, I don't want them to sweep them because I don't expect it. I do want to go up 3-0. Going up 3-0 will send a message. Going up 3-0 allows us to put our bench in the game in game 4 if we have to. Get those legs running just in case you got to keep guys warmed up. If you go up 3-0 and you happen to be up by 20 in the third quarter, if you up 20, 25 in the third quarter in game 4, Put the bench in. You don't even have to win the game if you don't want to. Put the bench in. Get your guys some reps. If
Yo,
the
my
bench
bad.
carries it,
Are you good?
if the bench carries it out for us in game four and we get the sweep, that's house money for me. But
Listen, I
I
What
want
was
to
about
go up.
sweet? What about
I want to.
my scenario? You win two at the Garden. You lose one in Atlanta, and you win the fourth one, and you go back home 3-1.
Yo, J
I don't
Mac,
want
you
to.
said it.
I
You
don't.
said it
I
during the
don't.
regular season. The Knicks could be one injury away from losing a season, losing a series.
I,
If you got
yeah.
the you have the momentum, and you go into Atlanta, you go punch them in the mouth at home and get it
I
over with.
agree with
And
you. I'm not. I
not
think
only
you
that.
missing
Not
my
only
No,
that.
don't
point.
say it. So then
Yo,
there should be no scenarios about yo,
I
we
don't want
lose
to.
one. No,
I can't.
no,
I
I
don't want to
no,
can't.
lose one. I don't want to. I don't want to be
nah.
up. I don't want to be up 2-1 in this series. I want to be up 3-0 in this series. Being up 3-0 in this series is you got your foot on their neck. They can't be if you up 3-0 in this series, they cannot beat us 4 times straight. I know they
But
won't beat us 4 times straight.
there's no
They
reason why the
will
Knicks can't
not.
beat them 4 times straight.
There,
There's no
there's
reason.
There
there's
is no
there's
there,
there is no
there's
reason.
no
I agree.
reason. There's no reason why
Come on, son.
we can't beat them 4 times straight. You're absolutely right. But I know without a shadow of a doubt, there ain't no team in the league that can beat us 4 times straight. And it sure ain't the Hawks. Melo said it on his show. He was like, not yet. They not ready. The Hawks ain't ready. I say go up.
Hawks need another piece. I still think they need
I
another
don't care.
piece.
I don't care what piece
Kaminga and
they need.
Kaminga's not it. Kaminga's not it.
I don't care. I really don't care what piece they need because I'm thinking it says whatever piece they need, they're not gonna get it this season. We're getting
Well,
it this
they're gonna
season.
get it.
We know.
And
I
They
Kaminga, I think,
Ah,
and I mean, we're
Brian,
not gonna
Brian.
harp on it,
Come
but
on, Brian, Brian.
I think there was a lot of damage.
41. Let's go.
I think there was a lot of damage done to Kaminga in Golden State, man.
Oh, I
I
agree.
was looking at him
I agree.
tonight. There was a lot of mental damage done to this dude, man.
Well,
Oh,
He
I
don't
listen,
even
agree.
look like the
don't
same guy.
expect that to get broken down in 35 games
No,
when
of
you get
course not.
traded. Come on.
And
Right?
yeah,
Give him a minute. Give him a
and
minute.
that's one of the reasons why this is not the year for the Hawks. That's why
Like, give
everybody
him a
who
minute.
was saying they would be able to beat the Knicks this year, yeah, no, that's not happening. I will say this though: the Knicks go out on Monday and they get Game 2. I will be probably 90-10 that they sweep this series. Here's why. Atlanta, and again, this is going back far traditionally and even down to 99, but we all know the Northeast, that 95 corridor,
It's Nick South.
is all MSG
That's
country.
MSG
It's
South.
MSG from New York to Florida on
It's
95.
it's New York. It's
And
MSG
if the
South.
Knicks are up 2-0 going into Atlanta, there are going to be nothing but Knicks fans in that building
Listen,
on
we can get Hawks tickets. I was looking. We can get Hawks
Listen,
tickets.
I was trying to
Exactly.
tell you, I was trying to say something to y'all before I got cut off. The Lakers are literally gonna steal a game at home. Literally stealing the game. Yo, no KD
no
tonight.
KD. Yep.
Yo, check this out. The Lakers could win this series.
yeah, I
They
think
have
so.
no. I'm looking at just the score. The score is fool's goal right now, right? The Lakers are up 62-56, right? Because they're just allowing Ahmed Thompson to kind of play around and keep the Rockets in the game. Yo, listen. Braun is in the paint doing whatever he want to do. And the rest of them is just following his lead. Yo, let me tell you something. If they fumble this bag tonight, then
Well, we
I
all
say the
said
Lakers gonna
Braun was going to
lose.
have a turn back the clock game. We all knew he was going to have that game. I didn't know it was going to be game
Just
one,
know.
but I
Yo,
mean, I
listen.
understand. But
Like, like,
Well,
he
yo,
saw
listen.
blood when he
No
saw
yeah,
KD
KD,
was
right?
out.
No
He
KD.
said,
yeah,
"Oh,
son.
I got
No
this."
K, no
Yep.
KD will give you confidence.
He's like, "Oh, okay," and but that's smart. He said, "Let me put it out here now. That
Yeah.
way, if we get Luka back later in the series, we got a puncher's chance. But if we're up 1-0, that means something going into your next game. That absolutely means something." Anthony West said Hawks need size. They're small. No, the Hawks are not small at all. The Hawks are huge. They are huge at every
They
position.
just can't match up with our bigs.
But
That's the problem.
I am going to say this. You do see the difference in the level of coaching. And I do like Quinn Snyder a lot, but you can see that he is not a playoff tested coach. In the fact that the way he's running his rotations, he's got his defensive unit out there against a team that can put 5 offensive players on the floor at a time. As Melo once said, and I always echo it, the game is still about a bucket. At the end of the day, the Hawks can't outscore the Knicks. They can't. And you've got Buddy Hield and Corey Kispert on your bench not getting any playing time. If you need, and this was a game in game one where if you were going to steal one in the Garden, you needed shooters on the floor. And you didn't play either one of them.
The first half, they were getting that top of the key three like it was a layup.
Yeah.
The Knicks would get it was like every other play down. They were rotating and they would leave that top of the key guy and they would knock and Okongwu was knocking down.
But again, he's a decent 3-point shooter, but again, he's not you got Buddy Hield and Corey Kispert who are career 40% 3-point shooters on your bench. I can live with Okongwu, and I love what the Knicks did. They said, okay, Dyson Daniels, you out here to guard Jalen Brunson. That's wonderful. We're not going to guard you, though, because we know you can't shoot.
And
so you beat us.
And that's why I said in the second half, they didn't give them that top of the
They gave them nothing. They said, okay,
Yep.
we're going to decide. Dyson Daniels is going to have to be the one to beat us.
Yo,
they're not going to play none of their shooters.
Blood
Dyson
in the
Daniels,
water,
you
son.
beat us.
Blood in the
water. He can't
water.
do it. He can't. Ant West says, I think the Lakers are winning this series. KD out and not 100%. Lakers have a great chance. Well, listen, it definitely evens the playing field with no Luka and no AR with KD being out. But that's what you got to get with no KD because, again, Sengun is great, but, KD is still the motor of that team offensively. And the fact that they don't really have a point guard, the Lakers can expose that.
And they don't really have that great of outside shooting. They didn't have great outside shooting last year.
No, and Houston is prone to having these cold streaks in games that allow teams to get back in the game against them or to end up running them off the court because they can't get a bucket.
And
but you can clearly see right now. You can clearly see right now that Houston has no experience on the floor whatsoever.
Right.
And they're in no man's land. This is uncharted territory for them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is a hell of a coaching job by Ime Udoka just to keep them in the game, just to keep them right now.
Ime is an excellent coach.
It's a puncher's chance, but they ain't got no chance without no KD out there.
If Ime had Van Fleet this year, it would be a different story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Van Fleet and KD, that's a great one-two punch.
That would have been a very different story. With Van Fleet and KD together with that team, that would have been something else. Real quickly, Cavaliers beat the Raptors by 13, 126-113. Nuggets hold off the Timberwolves. Yep. Nuggets hold off the Timberwolves 116-105 in their game, and the Lakers lead by 9 as they play in the third quarter, as Willie has been updating us throughout as far as that goes. So Knicks go up 1-0. All-around strong performance by the New York Knicks tonight to get game 1. Game 2, Monday night, 7 p.m. That game will be on Peacock.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that they took the local game
First round.
away from the first
Away
round.
from the
I hate it.
Let me tell you something.
absolutely
It's
hate it.
just listen to me. It's everywhere. It's in the
Yeah.
NFL. It's in the WWE. It's in the NBA. It's in the I don't know if
It's an epic raw highway robbery job to make people buy cable and applications.
Yo, it is crazy.
This is-
They're trying to fade out. They're trying to phase out the cable boxes,
They
man.
said you want to leave cable boxes, fine, but you gonna buy these apps.
And this is why I jailbreak Fire Sticks. Hit me up if you need one. Listen,
You know you are not supposed to say that on our
I
show.
don't care. Listen, gotta catch me first. I know how to use VPNs and all that stuff.
Well, bring me mines this weekend, bro.
I ain't coming up this weekend. I'm not coming up this weekend. I'm in Charlotte tomorrow.
Right.
Next weekend, bro.
Let me see here. All right. So that being said, please continue. Listen, I just did 4 for my
Cleveland
uncle
looked
up in
dominant
Middletown.
today, by the way, guys.
Cle-
They looked
Cleveland-
dominant.
Fools go.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, Willie, because they look dominant against a team who's never been there before. So I gotta take it with a grain of salt. And even at points in that game, I'm watching, Mobley and Jared Allen not be involved, and I'm just like, these guys.
But you still stick to your pick of the Raptors beating Cleveland.
It's only one game. I mean, and again, Cleveland has the home court advantage. I mean, listen, I need every series in the Eastern Conference in the first round to go 7 except for mine.
Different,
That's what I need.
different going across that border, man. That's why I say it's fool's gold.
Listen, and again, Emmanuel quickly didn't play, hasn't played yet, so they're still missing their point guard. So no quickly tonight. They had Tony Sheed is cool, but he's not a man because you have to guard Emmanuel quickly. You don't really have to guard Tony Sheed.
Nope.
You got to guard Emmanuel quickly. So that's a big deal by itself. And again, I'm not banking on and again, I'm not banking on James Harden having a good night. I'm not because he's James Harden.
It was 20. He had 28 and 10. He was 8 from 18 from the field. So that means he didn't really shoot efficiently tonight. So
Right. But Willie, he never does in the playoffs.
no, absolutely.
I don't know, but I just think
It's James
listen,
Harden, aka David Copperfield.
I'm not a Cleveland. I'm
Yo,
not a
you
Cleveland
literally
fan
took
by
the
any stretch.
words out of my mouth.
I'm not a Cleveland fan by any stretch of the imagination. I just don't know if Toronto, outside of Brandon Ingram, is going to be able to match up with them. And that's my only thing. I want Toronto to upset them. I want that.
But
But
you know what they did? But like
yeah.
J Mac, we always say a team has to not lay down. Like
Right.
they laid down tonight. Like
They
they
did.
laid down like that.
But that's what I'm
Like they
saying about Toronto's experience.
gotta
They
believe it, yo. You gotta believe you could go in there
That's
and
what
knock
I'm
somebody in
saying.
the
And
mouth.
I don't know if they believe they can beat them 4 times.
Right,
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they believe it.
right. I
The
mean,
Rejakovic got out coached today. He
right.
did.
And and
He
and and,
completely got out
and,
coached.
and but you can't say that Cleveland's just gonna dominate because they've been known to fumble the bag, and I'm gonna use that term all series long. Teams fumble the
Sam, we're gonna
bag,
get
they
there.
fumble the bag.
They do. They absolutely do. And you got to remember, as much as we talk about the Knicks being one injury away, let Donovan Mitchell or James Harden go down.
Rap.
It's over.
Well, that's what happened to Cleveland last year. They all got hurt. Remember?
Right.
Right.
So I mean, those things are absolutely. Those are things that are absolutely there. That Nuggets Timberwolves game, the Timberwolves fumbled that one as well.
Yeah.
Because it was right there for them to take and for them to get the Nuggets. In fact, Minnesota held a 10-point lead early, and I'm like, oh, is this going to happen? Is this going to continue? But Jokic found his footing, and again, they just let Jokic do whatever he wanted to do, and that killed him.
Right.
That absolutely killed him.
This guy, the way I be looking at this guy, I'm like, how does he do it? He moves so slow. He doesn't have any deceptive. Well, he is deceptive. He's deceptively skilled. He's slow, but he gets to his spot. He know how to get to his spots.
What up, George? You're welcome to come on. You got the link in your thing there.
I
Your
just
girl,
think that Jokic.
Keisha Carter said she was concerned about the Knicks, and
Yeah, I saw that,
to her.
and I responded. No concern needed.
No, I responded. You say this every year, and
I'm
every year,
concerned. I'm
and
concerned.
and
I'm
every
concerned.
year I say,
You got to come out. You got to come out with the same veracity that you did tonight.
But that's
and
what's it. But that's why I'm
every
not
year I say
concerned
it's
because
the
they did it
playoffs.
tonight. Until they wet the bed, which they have. And this is
It's
my
the
thing.
playoffs.
Like until they wet the bed, what am I concerned about?
Like, I don't know.
Today they played like the
like-
team that can win an NBA championship.
I don't
Today
know
they
what
played like
people-
that team.
I don't know what people expect in the playoffs. It's like they expect to see a regular season performance
They do.
in the playoffs, and I'm like,
And that's
as
why you
bad
can't
as these
get too
teams
high or
are-
too low about the regular season. That's why you can't get too high or too low.
yes, they are a 6 seed, but they are a playoff team. Yes.
Right. And Atlanta's not going to lay down because, again, they are well coached.
They're not gonna let themselves get blown out.
Are a good team. And listen, to a degree, they believe the hype. They think that they can take the Knicks. The Knicks just have to show them, no, you're not actually on our level yet, guys. No, you can't take us yet.
The reason why I say that I have concerns is because I know that are we going to get 2 games like this out of Cat? The rest
Why
of the team
wouldn't-
has never been my
we-
problem.
I
Well,
think
we
you will.
we just got 2.5 months out of Cats.
No, I'm
All-Star
talking about
breakers.
no. Let's stop. I'm talking about playoff guy. I want playoff guy to be consistent here. That's what I want. Forget the playoffs. We 0. Now you 1-0 now. That don't matter no more. I'm talking about that's my concern. Are we gonna get
Well,
They
there's no
kept we
reason
got to
for
the,
there's no
there's
reason for
no
us not
reason
to
why
get
we
it.
can't. That's what I'm
Right. There's no
saying.
reason for us not to get it. I
But
agree with
my
that.
question is, what's the mental capacity and what's the mental thought process of him going into game two? Am I going to go back to my revert? I want to shoot a couple of threes to get my hand on the ball in the offense, or I'm going to go, yo, check this out, y'all. Ain't nothing down there but little kids. Give it up.
I like the economy on his 3-point shot lately, and especially tonight. He only took 4 threes for the game today. He went 3 for 4, and they were all good threes. None of that transition logo crap. They were within the flow of the offense. They were on passes, which means that they were rhythm shots. If Cat agree, and I'm saying this because I agree with you,
Stepping
Willie.
into the three.
If he plays like that and shoots the three when it's there, I can
Right.
live with it because that's when he's the best shooting big man in the game. But when he's coming down trying to be Luka, that's a problem. You're not
The
stepping
last
into a
two,
three on a trail. That's not what you do,
the
Cat.
the last two 3-pointers that Cat shot are the type of threes that we
Yeah,
need from him
See,
exactly.
see,
all
see, here we
game.
go. See,
I
here we
felt like
go. Here
all
we
four
go.
of them. Hell, I felt
Here
like
we
all
go.
4 of them were.
Houston,
And
Houston falling apart. This is what I'm saying. There's nobody out there to help you.
nobody. This is where, and again, and people said this. People who were picking Houston, and I said, nope. This is where they're gonna miss Van Fleet. You miss a point guard in the playoffs. In the playoffs, you need, and quite honestly, quiet as this kept, going back to our series, that's one of the problems I have with it. Atlanta does not have a true point guard. CJ is not really a point guard. He's a 2.
Gabe
CJ is a
Vincent
2.
is not
And
a
Gabe Vincent is not the
elite
answer.
point guard.
Gabe Vincent is not the answer.
Gabe
Got another
Vincent is
tech?
never the answer.
Even Doka got attacked. Oh my
Right,
god.
right, George. You know you a Laker fan. Gabe Vincent is never the answer.
Oh my
Never.
god. Oh come on, man. You gotta make that kid fumble back on that one.
Listen, when
Give him a
that,
tech.
when,
Yo,
when that
everybody getting
when
texts all over the
that
place
clip
right now.
showed up of Braun kind of going in on players at the bench, and then Vincent looking away, he kind of gave the eyes. He was talking about Vincent.
You snitch, boy.
He snitched off.
He did him like this. You know you out of here, right?
Basically, he gave him one of those. He showed everybody it's him. He's the problem. And Vincent was gone.
Gone. Gone.
Oh, the Rockets are done. They're crying and complaining.
Yeah,
Oh,
that like
Yeah,
they,
oh,
but the
they,
Lakers sitting here missing free throws. They bugging.
oh, overrated Udoka.
oh, well, I'm not going that far now.
Yeah, he's
Nah, he's not
overrated.
overrated.
Nah, he's
I'm
overrated.
not
He's
going
overrated.
that far.
No, he's
He's
not.
overrated.
No,
No,
he's not.
That's a
He's
good coach,
overrated.
man.
He's
That's
No,
very
a
he's
good
not.
overrated.
coach.
He's not
He's very
overrated.
Come on,
overrated.
Victor. You came on
He's very
fire with
overrated.
missiles, and then you just
yeah.
fired a
Very
dud.
overrated. You
This
don't
just
get
fired a dud.
you don't get KD.
This
You don't
sounds like
get
somebody whose team
KD.
Get
is
the
about
don't
Patriot
get-
missiles back out and put the Scud missiles away.
You don't get KD added to your team and do worse than you did last year. He's
Have no point
overrated.
You
guard.
don't have a point
He's
guard.
overrated. Then go
They
get
lost
one.
Van Fleet for the year.
Who stopped them from getting a point guard?
You right about that.
The
They fumbled the
GM.
bag at the trade
Who
deadline.
stopped
They
them from getting a
fumbled.
point guard? He was like, "Yo, I'm a roll out the shortest guy 6'8". We're gonna put Thompson at the point guard. We
Which
don't need no
wasn't
point
smart.
guard."
I agree. That wasn't smart.
He's overrated. When
But he's a
geniuses
coach.
when
Do we
geniuses
know?
do dumb stuff, we gotta call them out on
Get
it.
out of here. Oh, get
I
out of here.
agree.
Oh.
I agree. But I got to say I
Overrated.
can't call Udoka
He
overrated.
has
call him
nothing to
overrated.
show for what he's done. Nothing.
Well, that's because when he was on the verge of showing what he had to, he decided to mess around and cheat on Nia Long, dummy. But anyway, now
That's another reason why he's
Now-
overrated.
now,
I
Bad
will say-
judgment.
now,
Bad judgment.
I will say he has bad relationship judgment.
No.
Have you seen Nia Long at 53 years old? But
Horrible
so,
judgment.
I mean,
That's horrible judgment is
what
another
were
bad
you thinking?
another trait of a bad coach.
Talk about taking pictures in Playboy at 51.
like, come on. But
He's wilding.
So he was foolish for that, absolutely. But that doesn't mean
He
he's a bad
definitely
basketball coach.
fumbled the bag.
He overrated.
Hey, y'all leave him alone. He wanted to play in the snow, all right?
Yeah, well, that's the problem.
I play the snow with Love Jones all day. Chill. He fumbled the bag, bro.
Mike Brown would never.
Like,
No,
right.
he wouldn't. You're right. Mike Brown
Right.
would
He
never.
would never. He would never fumble that bag.
Mike Brown would never. I agree with that.
Come on now. Come on now.
So sets the stage. Tomorrow, game 1, Philly and Boston at 1 p.m.
Can't wait to
Thunder
see it.
Suns at 3:30. Pistons Magic at 6:30 and Spurs Blazers at 9 p.m. tomorrow. As we pivot, Knicks will play on Tuesday on Peacock. Game 2 Cavaliers Raptors on Tuesday, and then game 2 Timberwolves Nuggets also on Monday. That being said, tonight we also had night one of WrestleMania 42 live from Vegas. We had some surprises that we weren't expecting. I thought we had a good showing from I Show Speed, which we'll get into. He showed me something tonight. We had a huge surprise that we weren't expecting and puts the best woman on the roster out for another year. Oh my goodness, Montez, come on, bro.
Listen, she was rehabbing her finger. She must have been rehabbing something else. But anyway,
She said she wanted to smoke.
Right, right. She got all the smoke too.
Red
Listen,
cup.
not much
listen,
worth of it in a lifetime.
when she said, you know, there's always surprises at WrestleMania. I said, this chick's pregnant.
Yep. Yeah, I
Just
saw
tell
when
us.
when she reached for the thing. I said she's about to show us she pregnant. Unbelievable, freaking believable.
When
I've
I
been
You
waiting
hear
for her to
Funny
come
Bird.
back
Listen,
to take over the women's division again,
when I
and
didn't see
now
her
she's gonna be
jumping
out for
down,
another year.
when she wasn't doing her normal jump down the aisle
thank you,
entrance,
J
Oh
Mac.
yeah, yeah. That told
that's
it.
when
That
I
told it.
knew it. Then
Yeah,
That's
I
when
she
I
said,
knew
"Wait
it.
a
walked down the
minute,
aisle. Right, she
No,
walked
no,
down the
no.
aisle.
I
I
ain't see
knew
no
it when I didn't
ponytail or nothing.
when I didn't see that
that's
when I
it."
didn't see that ponytail. I said, homegirl pregnant.
Yep.
But normally she be jumping and skipping.
Yep.
She wasn't even
Hmm.
jumping and skipping.
Yo, this kid want to get out the game so bad. He's doing wild, crazy stuff. This guy Tate from the
I
Rockets.
I think her friendship with Trinity messed all of this up. I think she was talking to Trinity and got baby fever.
Got baby
Got
Well, you
baby
fever.
know what?
fever.
She getting older.
Well,
She
that's
got
true. That's true. She's
Well,
32. She's
yeah.
32. So
give
that's very true. And if you want to have
put
a
the
family,
belt
you got to do it.
put
You
the
got to
belt
do
on
it.
Rhea. Put the belt on Rhea. That's what I want to see.
They're
Well, that's
not
At this
gonna
probably
do
what's
it.
point,
going to happen. I don't think they're going to do it though.
Let me tell you what. Let me tell you
We should have
why.
known from we saw Tez that she
I'm
was
gonna tell you
pregnant.
like this. If they
Justin
put
said
the
I was so
if they
mad.
put the belt on Rhea, that means they're saying they are giving up on Jade.
Right.
Jay's
I agree
not
with that.
losing.
Yeah, I don't think Jade's losing either.
And that's why I said Jade is not losing. They just put her
I,
faction together.
I don't think she beats Rhea clean, but I don't think she loses.
She's
Right,
not
right.
losing because she just got her faction put together around
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
So that's showing you that
She got her
WWE is,
baddies with her now, so
yeah. She's not going. She can't. It doesn't hurt Rhea if she loses.
Justin said I turn right back to the playoffs. First Naomi and now her. Yep. They just ruined it. You know, as a black man who loves
Goodness.
wrestling and
Gotta
some of the
make
best
that.
women
Come
in the
on,
game are
bro.
black women, the
Gotta
fact that
make that.
our black women keep ending up pregnant in this
All
game
right to the
is
rim.
pissing me off. I'm with you.
Yo,
I'm
Yeah,
what's
they
with you,
not
killing me?
putting
Justin.
Rhea Ripley is there to put Bianca over. I mean,
To put Jade over.
put Jade over.
I agree. I think because again we've already established that Rhea doesn't need the belt. Rhea is Roman now. Doesn't
Yeah.
need the belt in order to be relevant. Rhea's gonna be relevant no matter what. So win, lose or draw, Rhea is relevant. Even how they incorporated Io Sky into the mix. I do dislike the fact I did hear the fact that Io's match has been moved off of Mania.
Yeah.
I
So
did
she
hear
pre
I did hear
so
that
so she
yesterday.
so she pre so
Io's
she
match.
pre-showing? So she pre-showing?
No, they're not putting it on at all.
Wow.
Yeah, Io's match has been moved
They're
from
not putting it
Mania.
on
It's
at
not
all.
happening at all.
Yeah, it's not happening at all.
I guess the runtime of the show is too much.
what was her
But
match? What was her match again?
she was going up against what you call it from Kabuki Warriors,
Oh, chill. Nobody wants to see that.
Nah.
and I think that's what it is because I mean I get the long term storytelling with this, but that story's been going on too long. It's time
When they
for
do get into the ring, it's gonna be the match of the night. Whenever
oh
they
yeah
do it.
yeah Carrie Sane and Io Sky. It's gonna be a banger, definitely when
Because
they do have it.
they know each other like
They,
the back of their head. They know each other.
It's
and and,
time.
and, and those and those women of the Orient are amazing in the ring. They absolutely are. So going down the card first, the unsanctioned match was great. I
Yeah.
enjoyed that match thoroughly. Yeah, that was a thumbs up.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Jacob Fatu gets the win over Drew McIntyre, and that was I thoroughly enjoyed that match. I
Yep.
enjoyed it. I
My
enjoyed
my
that
only
match.
concern is now. My concern is for Drew. Where do you go from here with Drew?
Oh,
because
he's going to do a movie.
Yeah, Drew's gonna be off for a little while. That's why he got put through that table like that. He's gonna be a storyline injury for a little bit. He's gonna go do a film. But Drew, and kudos to Drew. Drew, having gotten done dirty in the Cody Rhodes saga of them trying to force QB1 down our throats. He's still, again, Drew goes out there and he never mails it in. Kudos
Never.
to Drew McIntyre. I love Drew McIntyre, the wrestler. He
Yes.
goes out there and puts on good matches no matter what,
Oh no.
even though it's clear that the powers that be are doing him dirty.
and his promos have gotten way better.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Drew's fun to watch. Drew is absolutely fun to watch. I enjoy
That
Drew.
I always say that last contract, that contract extension that they just gave him like mid last year,
Mm-hmm.
whatever that was, he's like, man, I'll cook the beans, I'll cook the rice. Whatever y'all need me to do, I'll do it.
Yes, it definitely made him very happy. It made him
Yes.
very, very happy.
Made him
Moving
very
on,
fly. Made him very fly. Very
very, very,
debonair.
very fly, very fly.
Very
Game,
debonair.
the fatal four-way match. We got the first surprise of the night, which was for the injured Nikki Bella. We saw the return of one Saraya, better known to the WWE as Paige.
Yeah.
And
She looks sharp.
she's back
She
in
looks
her
sharp.
house, as she calls it, in the WWE. And Brie and Paige pick up the win and become the tag team champions.
The women's division is always it's just hot.
It's just
It's the best division in the
I
WWE.
looked up again. I said we got Paige, and I think Paige came back because her girl came back, because her and what you call
AJ.
it, they and AJ were very much, their feud
Come
was
on,
one of the
DeAndre,
biggest things
stay
10 years ago.
still.
It ain't
And
gonna be
that-
because of it ain't gonna be because of AJ. AJ just said goodbye. I was watching the post show before I joined this, and she was like, "It's not goodbye. It's just I'll see you later."
Oh, well,
AJ Lee. AJ Lee.
Yeah,
well, remember, she's on a Legends deal, so
She's a part-time.
she's a part-timer.
right.
She's a part-timer. So
So
she'll
she-
be gone for a little while, go take care of her family. She's probably going to let Paige get back into some serious ring shape, and then that'll be the next feud. We're going to see that 10 years later.
Shot at Rizzy.
So that further
might
lets
see it.
me
You
Come
might
on,
not
know.
see
that's
that
dunk.
survivor.
Come on, that's
And
oh.
so J Mac, that further lets me know
Give it to
you
Brian.
you
Oh
will
my
have to
God, what
acknowledge
are they
it
doing?
tomorrow.
Oh.
You J Mac,
Hachimura.
if AJ Lee go on vacation, she ain't going alone. You better get that
No,
index finger ready.
I'm not going to have to acknowledge him because of that. I'm going to have to acknowledge him because Cody lost tonight, but we'll get to that.
We're gonna get to that.
Cody
So
didn't
that
lose
was
tonight.
so with
I mean,
Not
Cody,
Cody-
I mean,
Cody won tonight.
Cody won tonight.
moving on to
You're not gonna have
that
two
AJ
good
Lee's
guys
match for the Intercontinental title. Okay, so here is my only issue with it.
Bathroom break.
That was, and that's because I felt like we didn't need to see it again. I would have rather have seen AJ put somebody else over, if that was going to be the case. If AJ was going to drop the
and
belt,
won.
I would have
And
rather
won.
her put someone
Come on,
else
foul.
over.
I
Why are
agree.
we putting the belt back on Becky?
It's classic 50-50 booking. That's what
Finish
this
the
was.
story.
It's 50-50 booking. You knew she was just holding it to WrestleMania just
Right.
to give it back to her. Everybody knew it.
But I mean,
That's why the match was flat. Everybody knew it.
it was one of those things. I laughed when she hooked in the Black Widow. I said, "Elle is somewhere jumping up and down right now."
You know I was. You know I was. I love the Black Widow, yo. And I hate to see AJ Lee go and be going too long because now you're not gonna see it. That move is so wicked, yo.
But
That move is so wicked.
but that I would have to say, I hate to say it, but that was probably the worst match of the night.
Yes.
That was probably the worst.
Yeah,
Easily.
and yes, and the reason why is because, like I said, like I said in the chat, I said I hate the way they write for Becky. It's so predictable. The way
Well,
they write,
she's the Superman of the women's division right now.
Right. They write her like she's Nia Jax size.
Yeah,
It's
and you know,
It's
so
bigger
like
it's
than us.
so
Than us.
predictable and it's
Oh, but yeah,
whack.
Bishop Widow, we're gonna talk about this in a second when we
it
start
never
talking about
it never matches up.
night when we
It
start talking about the next night.
it
But
don't match up with how she looked. Like you're not supposed to be dominating all these people. You a buck 10. Like, what are we doing?
she's the last kicker.
And it's crazy because if it's anybody else that size, they don't write for them like that.
No,
They
Right.
they
write for
don't.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch
They
like this
like
chick is like she's not even Charlotte's Flair
first
size.
of all, and you know, and y'all, you know, you wrestling guys, y'all gonna feel me on this. Let's just be real. Becky Lynch owes the entire scope of her career to Nia
Nia
Jax's
Jax.
mistake.
For breaking her nose.
Survivor
She owes
Survivor
her
Series.
she owes her entire career to Nia Jax.
Yep.
Because she was dead in the water.
Yeah, there was nothing for her. She was the bottom of the totem pole, and it took Nia Jax breaking her nose in order for it to be what it was.
Look at this.
And
That was my
She
favorite.
took Bailey's
That was my
spot.
favorite Survivor Series.
Bang.
That
Bang.
that Raw,
Oh,
yeah,
come
AJ's
SmackDown,
on
on.
NXT.
vacation. But yeah, that was the worst. That was the worst match of the night. Then the 6-man tag between the Vision
That was
along
pretty
with
good.
I Show Speed. Listen,
You see that, right? See that, right, Vic? See that, Vic,
I'm
right?
trying to be
I
calm. Trying to be
I
calm.
was
I know.
impressed with I Show Speed.
Slaga.
Guys, let's stay focused here. Y'all in that game. These Laker fans on the show, they in that game.
Yeah,
Man,
I think
come out of here.
ISO Speed showed you something tonight.
I Show Speed really showed me that he takes it seriously, and so and like I said, as much as I hate Logan Paul, I respect him because he takes the craft seriously.
They work at it.
They actually do the work. I Show Speed is showing that he's willing to do the work. Now, he makes way too much money on YouTube, so I'm sure he's never gonna go the way of Logan Paul and become more of a full timer. But his showing in the ring tonight, excellent. And listen, kudos to him for putting Logan Paul through that table, through the announce table.
My only problem with it, and I'm gonna tell y'all, we had what 3 announced table spots at Mania
Tonight.
on night 1 tonight.
Yeah,
That's too many. That's too many.
But
The
Many broken tables.
tables are always necessary. No.
Nah.
no, but I get what J Mac is saying. Listen,
Nah,
George,
you can't keep running the same spot.
it's become
bro.
like the three. It's become like the
Yeah.
3-pointer in basketball. It's
Let the
become like the
bodies
3-pointer in
hit the
basketball.
flow. Let
To
the
where
bodies hit the
it's
flow.
become the
Nah,
thing. It's
man, that's
become
why
this go-to
it was,
thing.
It was flat by the second table smash. By the
Never.
time it got to Randy and Cody,
Yes,
it was
Justin,
just like
he's interested in the craft.
it was
because
like okay,
because it's
because-
like it's
yeah.
the go-to to get a pop.
yeah.
It's the go-to to get a pop.
The
Because
Dudleys told us a long time ago, we want tables.
But the Dudleys,
We
no,
want
no.
them.
Bubba
the Dudleys
said,
were innovative with the way they did tables.
but Bubba said you
want them.
can't run the same spot more than once
Right.
in different match. You can't do the same spot.
And especially not in different matches on the same night, on the same card, on WrestleMania. So,
And on night 1.
so you got to make a decision. Okay, who's going to get the announce table spot?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Who's
we
going
want
to get
tables.
the side table spot? You know,
That's right.
Who's going to be allowed to do those? But you can't have 3 guys go through the announce table
Justin,
on night 1 of WrestleMania.
I
agree
want
with that.
tables. We got more in the back. I want tables. I want.
So we got more in the back.
We got more in the back.
I'm not sure. Ugh.
It's getting dry. It really is. It's getting dry though. It's
What
really
you-
getting
What you
dry.
think, Al?
Okay,
Right,
you
that's
know.
what we saying. George
Nope.
wants tables all the time.
I want with the Slim Jim stickers up them. I want them. I want all of them junks. Bring the
But
tables
the-
out
the
here.
The Spanish announce table,
But,
the,
but see,
man.
I would've
the
been-
Saudi
I would've-
Arabian announce table.
Yo, you know
I
how
would've
much
been
I
okay-
missed that third
I
desk?
would have
Like,
been okay. I would have been okay if they would have went under the ring and did a table. But they did 3 announce tables.
3 announce tables,
That's
right.
the problem. They did
What
3
it is,
announce
man.
tables.
Yeah.
You know what it is for me, y'all. This week, the day that I was dealing with my allergies, I
Oh yeah, Justin,
decided.
definitely. The Dudleys were definitely the face of it.
I decided to watch a couple of old WrestleManias. I think I put it in the
Yeah, you were
chat.
putting it in the group. Yep.
Like Hulk, like just oh,
Yeah, Tess,
That
when we started with
classic-
basketball.
classic wrestling is just so amazing. Now I like what we get today, but that 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 what we was getting back then, that was amazing. The way they used
Listen,
to sell, the way they used to sell back then was
even the promo
amazing.
work. You saw that Piper's Pit that I put in your joint after WrestleMania 1 with Piper, uh, Cowboy Bob Orton, and Orndorff.
Yeah, man, like that.
Sell,
Yo, everything. It was
sell,
just
sell more, sell Mortimer, sell.
A finisher
they
was a
used to
finisher back then.
sell.
Yep.
That's
Right.
what you like. That's what you like. That a
Okay,
finisher was a finisher. You didn't
I'll
have two
You
and
didn't
three
have
kick
everybody
outs.
kicking out of finishers, right?
A
I'll
finisher
agree with
was a
that.
finisher back then.
I'll
You
agree
No, no,
with
changed
that.
no.
your
Not
finisher
only that,
for the finish.
you didn't have your opponent doing your finisher.
And even if they did,
It finished
he-
you. It ended the
it
match.
finished
Well,
you.
you,
Yep.
well, you blame Rock and Austin for that. You blame them for that. They started that whole changing. I'm using your rock bottom. I'm using your stunner. You blame them for that.
Unbelievable,
But but but
man.
but but but
But it's
again,
again, it's one of those things. Like
when
J Max
Jay
says,
Roberts hit you with the DDT,
it was
you
over.
wasn't getting up.
Match was done.
Absolutely,
No,
absolutely.
When
Hogan hit you
Shawn
with
yo,
Michaels hit
Hogan
you with
hit you with that leg drop. You
when
wasn't kicking
Shawn
out.
Michaels hit you with Sweet Chin Music,
It was
you
over.
wasn't getting up.
Listen,
Or the
Ric
or the or
Flair
the
didn't
Randy
get
Macho
up
or
from
the
Sweet
Randy
Chin
Macho
Music.
Man Savage elbow from the top rope. That was
Randy
a
You
wrap.
were
Savage, that elbow, you wasn't
unless
getting
you was
up.
Unless you were Hogan or Warrior, you wasn't getting up.
You wasn't getting
I
up.
got I got one for you. The Tito Santana Strike Force elbow off the rope with
Oh
him
yeah,
and
you
Rick
wasn't getting
Martel.
up.
You ain't
I
getting
called it
up.
the flying. I called it the flying burrito.
That's right. Boom. Wasn't getting up.
When he
Not
hit you
the
with the
flying
flying burrito,
burrito.
we hit you with the flying burrito. You wasn't getting up. So yeah, that's what you miss, L.
No,
You
this
miss
chat is not for
finishers
Nick
being
fans only. It's the
finishers.
sports fans. The show is called The Church Guys, Justin.
You miss
Sports show.
finishers being finishers, and that's the
We talk
problem.
and we talking wrestling right now. So none of that.
You don't get finishers being finishers anymore.
No,
That's
you
the
don't
finishers
get
don't
that.
problem.
finish anybody anymore, and I
Listen,
think that's part of the problem. Like again, and again because it's overdone now.
I'm using one of
Everybody's
David's
kicking out of
lines.
somebody. I have to do five. I have to do five Cody Cutters and six RKO's to put somebody down.
I'm gonna
It
use
it
one
was
of
never
David's
like that
lines.
before.
I'm gonna use one of David's lines. Even Adrian Adonis had a finisher.
Baby.
He hit you, yo. He put you in that good night, Irene.
Oh
Uh-huh.
yeah,
It's
it was a
over.
wrap.
Good night, Irene, baby. Good night,
Oh.
Irene.
See, this is
Listen,
what can't happen. 6:40 left in the game. You can't let Shangoon come down the lane with a
that
dump. You can't do that.
and I agree. The storytelling was so good back then. You know,
Justice
yo,
says they need to bring back matches from the Attitude Era. Hell in a Cell, the Inferno. They're
you
not doing no
sound
more
like
Let's
you
Inferno
sound
go,
like
matches.
Pat
Luke
McAfee.
Kennard.
They're not doing no more
Yo,
Inferno matches.
the
You
You sound
the
like
stick it
Pat
out.
McAfee.
storylines were the people that are writing now when Triple H first got a hold of the product, it was great. WrestleMania, what was that? WrestleMania 39,
39.
the one that was
39
in
was the first
Philly.
one. That was the first one that Vince had nothing to do with. Yes.
And that
Yo,
was
I
before
mean,
TKO got them.
Yep. That was before
yeah,
TKO got it.
Don't
it was
forget that.
top. It was top, right? But now it's like uh, it's very dry.
TKO, because TKO is involved now.
It's
Ted,
very
you're
like
absolutely right. The
when
prices
yo,
are crazy because
the
again, like J
prices are
Mac just said, it's
wait,
all about
the
TKO.
the prices are crazy. And for the
And the
love of
stories aren't as
God,
good.
for the love
But
of God,
TKO
I don't
has gotten
remember
themselves
ever.
involved in everything. That's the problem.
I
TKO
don't
has gotten
remember.
themselves involved in the storytelling. They've gotten themselves involved in the marketing. They've gotten themselves involved with the pricing. They've just because that's how they made up. They had a deficit on the UFC side.
Come on,
They
man. That
made
Fat
up
Joe,
Yeah,
their
that
they had to
Fat
make
Joe.
up the because
they,
the reason why TKO wanted the merger with the WWE is because it was gonna bail out the UFC because UFC has
Yo,
been in debt.
let me tell you
yeah,
He's a
they
something.
smart.
did.
I
Paulovec
know.
is smart. He's Fat Joe right
Listen,
now. Today's price is not tomorrow's price is not
But
today's price. He
but that
knows what
ain't
he's
Paul
doing.
Levesque setting them
He
price.
gave us
That's
an
TK.
hour of
But
WrestleMania for free and then made us have to go over to the app and buy in on the app. And it
that was
took my brother 2 hours just to
That's
open up
TK.
an app for
That's
$35.
TKO, brother. That ain't Paul
right. That
Levesque.
ain't
That's
Paul Levesque.
TKO.
That's TKO. And the worst part about it for me that
Tomorrow's
this
price
idea
is not today's
of this
price.
happening is the fact that this is the best era of athlete in the WWE.
And it's the
This is the
worst
most
area of
athletic.
storytelling.
Yeah, it's
Listen
the
No,
to
it's
me.
the like. All right, y'all go a little hard on the worst
Can I
era
wait?
storytelling
Can I
now.
say something?
Like
Can I say something?
we're just walking out of one of the greatest storylines of all time. It's hard to kind of like come back from that.
you
Like
talking
when
about
they had
the bloodline.
the finishing the story whole thing, like it's hard to come back from that. Like they just gave us straight up award winning stuff. It's like we only like what 2 years removed from that. Like something else has to build,
Okay,
and with this new era coming in, we're about to get some new stuff. But
so here's the
I'm
thing with
not
that.
I'm not agreeing that it's the right now is the worst ever.
I'm not
Nah.
gonna say it's the worst, George, but let me counter your
I
point
just
with
want to
this.
wait
And
before you say that, D-Lo. Here's when I knew things changed. Commercials on
in
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, I saw that today, and I was like, "What is happening?" Vince
Money.
P
would never.
P
Money.
K O.
That's money.
And at least you would think, okay, if it's gonna be
Vin,
commercials, let it be commercials like Super Bowl commercials, right? Like,
Yeah,
but
Vince would never let commercials like that come on
but
his
Vince was of
main
a
his main
different
attraction.
mindset because see, during
Vince
that
cared
era
about the
of
family.
Vince cared about the family, and he also cared about making the pay-per-view a big deal. So if he was gonna, Vince's mindset was, if I'm gonna charge you $60 to watch this on pay-per-view, I'm gonna give you a packed show with compelling stories and matches that are gonna blow you away.
Right.
It's not gonna feel like a random Monday Night Raw.
Or a house show
He's not
like
gonna do
Saudi
that.
Arabia.
And so, to my counter to George's point about, I mean, I'm not going to say it's the worst era of storytelling ever. I'm not going to say that because the mid 80s, let's be real, some of it was good and some of it was, what the heck is this? If you go back and watch it, let's just be
Well,
real.
it was cartoon characters back
Right,
then.
right. But as we evolved, we learned to appreciate it. But going back, hindsight is 2020. The storytelling wasn't that great. But what I will say is, to your point, George, about coming out of that storyline to finish the story and all of that stuff, we all grew up, all of us here are essentially Gen Xers, which means we came up during the time where our parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, mostly aunts, might have watched a wonderful phenomenon called daytime soap operas.
Yep.
And what made those shows compelling was the fact that the show came on daily. It wasn't like a nighttime show where they had a 24 episode season and then you had the summer they didn't have no episodes and you came back with a new season. The season was year round like the WWE. But these
Monday
shows
through
stayed on for
Friday.
25 years because the writing remained compelling.
Monday through Friday.
But I
All
but
my children at 1 o'clock on
1
channel
o'clock
7
on
is
Channel 7.
still popping.
but to
Still
that point
popping.
I'll say this.
Jesse died. They brought him back.
Just like all that stuff was legendary back then, it's not as popular now because they can't you can't maintain that doing like soap operas ain't what they were back in the day. I used to go home, my mother worked in the daytime and my aunt worked at night. So that meant I couldn't watch no regular TV until Wheel of Fortune came on. 'Cause
Because you had
Like
to sit there.
sands in the
Listen, you're right.
hourglass. Like
Because I
I,
would get
sands in
out
the
of school.
hourglass. These are the
Listen,
days of
that
our
was
lives.
one of the reasons why I stayed outside growing up. Because I got out of school, I had to go to my grandma's house, and I wasn't gonna be able to watch Transformers and
man,
GI
if it was
Joe
and
and He
bro,
Man. Because
one
I
life to
might as well go
live,
outside because General Hospital and One
General
Life to Live and
Hospital,
all that was gonna be
then
on.
all the
Ryan's Hope.
newscasts, and then they
So
would make you watch
I was a Bo and Hope fan for Days in Our Lives.
and
I was
then
Days
you
of
Bo
had
and
to
Our
Hope
watch
fan.
the world. You
Lives.
had to watch the world news.
Right.
Bold
This
and
is
beautiful.
Right. And then
this
the
is
5 o'clock news came on.
this
That had
this is
to, you had
McDonald.
to watch
This is
that.
McDonald Carey, and these are the days of
Days
our
of our
lives.
lives.
Justin, right. Justin, all my children, General Hospital, One Life to Live, Ryan's Hope. What was the other one?
Mhm.
The Edge of Night.
Edge of Night.
All of those joints.
Santa
All of them.
Barbara. I used to
Santa
watch Santa
Barbara.
Barbara.
We had to watch those. But
No,
kudos
no, no, no,
to
no, no,
the
no, no, no.
And
kudos to
I'll
the
say,
writers.
and this is
My
one thing
joint
I will
was
give.
young.
This is one thing
My
I'll give
Young
joint
and
to the
was
Restless.
previous.
young and the
One more
restless,
thing I'll give
baby.
to the previous eras over
And
today's
CBS
eras.
had it perfect because they would put Prices Right on right before Young and the Restless.
the
It was Price is Right
characters,
was the lead in for Young and the Restless.
the characters in the previous era felt more iconic. They felt more like superheroes.
Look at
The
Bron. Oh
the
my
char-
God.
the characters from the previous era, not like now. Like these guys seem semi-human in a lot of cases. Like we see them all over the place. Like the characters from oh my god, like they were larger than life. All of them people, it was crazy. But like now, you see these people, it's just like it don't have the same vibe. So
Listen, you got a character like Mr.
Yes,
Perfect
Ted.
Kurt
As the
Hennig,
world
who
turns.
was a perfect 10 in the ring, who could wrestle, who could bump,
sold it.
sold. I mean,
Yes, Justin.
and was never the world
Bold is
champion.
beautiful.
Think about that. That
Right.
guy
Right.
was so good, but was never the world champ. That guy should have been world. Kurt Hennig should have been world champion. Rick Rude should have
I,
been world
I
champion.
actually met Kurt Hennig's nephew the other day. He actually lives down here in Virginia, and
Well,
it was funny. I got to talk to
Did
him,
become world champion, but
and
he
and he
can't. He
and
went
he
to he
talked
became
about
world
it.
champion
He's
in
like how his
WCW.
Yeah,
uncle
I'm talking about his WWF career.
WWE. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yo, the match between Rick Rude and oh
God in
shoot,
life. Yes. All right, Ted. No more
I
soap
just
opera.
I'm
You
watched
gonna
it.
watched
give
them
I
you a
just
all.
match to
watched it.
watch. I'm gonna give you a match to watch, Butler. Go back and watch SummerSlam. Bret Hart, Mr. Perfect.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Oh, you want to see a match?
That is one of the greatest, and it's funny because when I met Henning's nephew the other day, we talked about that match because he was like, I was 8 years old and I was there for that match, and I'm like, yo, that's one of the greatest matches I've ever seen.
Not the last one.
No,
The
the one at
first one.
SummerSlam. At SummerSlam,
Yeah.
yes, the one at
Go watch.
SummerSlam. Yes,
I'm telling you, Al, you're not gonna
I
be
talked to
disappointed.
Kurt
I'm
Hennig's
telling you.
nephew about that. He was
It's on
8 years old when that
Manchester.
match happened, and he still remembers it because his uncle took him there that night.
I'm
He was
telling
like,
you,
"Yo,
you're
that's the
not gonna
greatest
be
match." He said,
disappointed,
"Till this
bro.
day, that's the greatest match I've ever seen up close and personal in my life."
It's poetry in motion. I'm telling you, they didn't miss a beat. And it was
No,
I mean,
that was elite storytelling,
Hmm.
elite selling in that match was a movie. That
I
was
put that right there with
cinema.
Savage Steamboat. I put it right there. I put it right there
Well,
with
Savage Steamboat had one of the greatest rivalries in the history of
See, that's
professional
the
wrestling.
build up. The build
Yeah.
up to that match.
Savage
You know it's
Steamboat
gonna be
was.
a movie though tomorrow night.
Eh,
I think
eh,
tomorrow night's going.
That's
I
because we
think they
think all the
doing.
Samoans is showing up.
No,
eh.
I'm not even talking about that.
Oh, you talking about Oba
I
Brock?
ain't even talking about that.
Listen,
Thank
I'm
you.
looking.
Match one.
Thank you.
I am
That's
looking
match
forward to
one
that.
tomorrow.
Reminder,
I'm gonna be in front of
please,
TV. I'm gonna be there.
please do not put anything in the chat because
We're
I will
not
be
gonna. I'm
preaching
not gonna chat you. I
during
promise.
that match.
Me and Butler gonna go on
Yeah,
our
y'all have
on
a
our
separate.
text
Yeah,
chat.
y'all go. Y'all text her and talk about it because I will be preaching during that, and
We
I'm
gonna
with you.
text. We
I
gonna
need
text.
to. I need to watch that match with nothing in my
Well,
mind. I need to just be able to watch it.
let me
I'm
say
staying off
this
of
to
social
you.
media, everything.
Let me
I
let
gotta
me
see
say this
that
to you,
match.
D-Lo.
That's the
D-Lo,
must watch.
D-Lo. What time
Yes,
is
sir.
that service tomorrow?
4 o'clock.
Okay, and WrestleMania
But
starts at
but
7 tomorrow.
but
Six.
but
It
L.
starts
Over
at
Betty back to
6.
six.
But L. And this is not shade the way I'm saying it, but you know who I'm preaching for.
I know who you preaching for, which I was
You know
about
that
to say.
you know
You
they
could
go to church
actually
till
go in
about
the
8:30.
office.
We going
You're not
hard
getting
tomorrow.
up
You know we going
until
hard tomorrow. You know we going hard
you're not
tomorrow.
getting up. God,
You,
they have church
yes,
long.
you know we going hard tomorrow. Like when he said because when he asked me, I was like hesitant. He was like the service is at 4. I said okay, I can come because normally he be starting at 7 on Sunday nights, and I'm like no, I'm not doing that.
Do I know this person?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
you
you
do.
you do.
You asked me. You asked me the other day. Was he
I
with
had
me?
a feeling that's who it was. I had a feeling.
I'm preaching at
I
his
had a-
Charlotte church tomorrow.
Oh my God! Yeah,
So-
you better pack a lunch.
I know. I preached for him before. I know who I'm dealing with. I know who I'm dealing with. So,
They've been trying to get me down there, and I listen. Oh no!
like no, absolutely not.
I'm
No,
gonna leave
listen.
it right. I'm gonna leave it right there because this is church guys.
Initially, like because this is a reschedule because The first time something that was when I was supposed to go to them when that storm hit down there. That weekend that the storm hit down there and they couldn't have nothing. The snow hit down there. I was supposed to go that weekend, and that was a 7 o'clock service. And I told them, listen, I'ma come, but you putting me up for the night because if you start at 7 o'clock, there's no way I'm going back to Virginia after that service.
Bro, they're gonna have prayer for like an hour.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
So
So I'll be rolling in about 5.
So we can't talk in the chat
I'll
tomorrow
probably
because
We
we
got-
can
we
talk.
I'll
got-
probably
you
be getting up to
brothers gotta
preach
be
when
on
that
the-
message
you
when
see
that
your
message
man over there?
when
You
that
see your
match
man down
starts.
there
I'll probably be just
fading
beginning
away?
to preach.
We can't talk in the chat
So-
tomorrow because Bishop D'Lo is going to be at a Sunday night shut-in.
Right, not an overnight shut-in, a Sunday night.
A Sunday night shut-in, yes.
Look at this old man. Look at that old man
But,
fade away.
but I will say this: there are people who love the word, and they love to praise God. So it's going to be a good night. It's just going to be a long night. It's going to be a long.
Do it.
You gonna do it?
Oh, bah. Oh, bah. Oh, bah.
Yo, it's that
Yo, let
match
me
is gonna
just-
be a movie
Let me
tomorrow.
just testify
I'm looking
about
forward
something.
to it.
Let me just say this before we.
Lakers on the verge of closing out Game 1 against the Rockets, up 13, 2.5 to go.
Bishop D'Lo.
Yes, sir.
Obafemi is my boy's favorite wrestler. I am proud to say that. And it
Listen,
goes to what
you can't-
goes to what Butler said a year ago.
Yeah, about the black wrestlers.
My boys, they've been asking me, where does Obafemi fight? Did he fight yet? Is he fighting tonight? They are ready to see Oba. Let me tell you, it means something to see a black man on the TV in that ring.
Listen,
And I think Triple
With-
H
with
got
that-
it. I think
with
he
that type of
finally
pop.
got it.
we may
With
not
that
be able.
type of pop.
The IWC, and I know George. Some y'all may not know this, but I know George knows it. The IWC is fond of calling Triple H Triple K because they feel like he doesn't push black talent,
Yeah.
and I don't know if we can say that anymore. I don't know if we can say that anymore.
Trick Williams is about to become the U.S. champion. Let's
Trick
just
Williams
call
is
it.
about to become the U.S. champion
He's
tomorrow.
going to be U.S. champion tomorrow night. He's going to be the U.S. champ.
Oba is about to have the rocket strapped to him after he beats Brock tomorrow. And did anybody see Royce Keys' showing last night in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal? Oh
Yo,
my God.
Stephanie McMahon
I said,
loves
we
him.
got another one.
Steph
The
McMahon,
brothers is taking over.
Stephanie McMahon loves Royce Keys, guys.
Royce
I don't know
Keys
if
is a
y'all saw
problem.
that.
Yeah,
that
I saw the
she
interview.
did.
Yes.
She
Yes.
loves.
She loves Royce Keys.
She
Yes.
loves Royce Keys.
He came in. He asked to just work. He was like, I don't want to go to NXT, but just let me work dark matches until I'm ready.
See?
So for everybody
This
wondering
how
where
you
he
fumble- this
was,
how you
Oh,
fumble
definitely,
the bag.
Justin.
This is how you fumble the bag. 2-minute drill, you fumble in the bag.
so that's why everybody was wondering where he was. He didn't want to go to NXT, but he was just working the hour before or hour after the show.
Right, the
on
dark matches.
The dark matches, and I mean, it's up, man. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot because Solo already confronted
It's
him.
gonna be a blacked out Mania in a couple years.
Right, because when Bianca Belair come back,
right?
and
The
Montez
women's
Ford
division's
gets
gonna
pushed,
be. Naomi's gonna be back. Bianca's gonna be back. Jade is gonna
Montez
be at
Ford
the
is
top.
going to get pushed as a singles wrestler.
Montez was finally gonna shed the dead weight and,
Yep,
and become
it's
the new
gonna be
Shawn.
crazy.
Become the new Shawn Michaels.
Yep, it's going to be crazy.
Don't laugh, George. We all know he needs to shed the dead weiit and
That's
just
how
go
we
on
should have
and
known
become
that
the
she
new
was
Shawn
pregnant.
Michaels.
We should have known that she was pregnant from him being pregnant. That boy was a good 8 weeks when he was wrestling that night.
Listen, he been at home with his wife for a minute.
Come on now.
Yo, he
I mean,
gained
listen.
a lot of weight. I was shocked.
I'm just saying, if your wife is Bianca Belair and she's sidelined and has to be home, you wouldn't want to be home too?
And I mean, hey,
I mean,
we grown.
Listen, he
And
was
her
home
hand
trying
don't
to get his wife
and her
pregnant.
hand don't
I
work.
ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. George, I ain't mad at that.
And
He
her
was
hand
home
don't
trying to
work.
get his wife
Her
pregnant.
hand don't work, J Mac.
yo, hey, yo, the
Let's
Davy
hurry
Wright
up. Let's hurry up and get to Cody, please.
the
'cause
Davy Wright
he's on-
spirit done jumped on George.
So
Now-
these beatings that they're making Cody take are getting lame, yo. Like
Getting lame,
Really?
hell. It's been lame.
The heel practice has begun though.
Yeah, I saw that tonight.
You
But
definitely saw it. I think I will say I am anxious to see SmackDown next week only because I think that punt may have snapped something in Cody.
His eyes swollen shut.
Because
That
he's
pu-
yeah, that
tired. He's tired of the beatings, and he's tired of the fans. And the fan. Listen. I'm not a Cody fan, but he got booed out of the building tonight, brother.
he did.
He got booed. He got booed out of
I
WrestleMania.
was actually looking for the double turn in the match, and
Yeah.
I almost thought it was happening when
When he
he
when
hit
he
McAfee with the RKO.
right.
I
And
thought
I thought when Cody hit the low blow back
on
on Randy,
yeah,
I thought
and
that's
when
what was
no.
and
gonna
when
happen.
when Randy hit
When he took Randy's blood and wiped it on him, that's when I was like, okay, maybe we're gonna see this heel turn tonight.
Outlander Cody.
he says he doesn't even know if he can still be that guy anymore. He doesn't know if
Oh,
he knows how
oh,
to be that
oh.
guy. He said.
Listen, he trying to throw us off the scent. He can be that guy. You ain't throw Cody. You ain't. I didn't see the press conference, but if that's what he said, Cody, stop it. You're not throwing us
No, he
off.
said this a couple of weeks ago.
He's not. Listen, he's not throwing us off. We know what's coming. You can try to throw us off the scent all you want, Cody.
Listen,
We see you,
I think it would be refreshing for Cody to do it. I listen,
but he loves the kids too much and his daughter. See, that's the thing that's stopping him too.
I get it, but I need a heel champion at this point.
I know you're right, but you saw that embrace with his daughter, his
Yeah,
wife.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what he wants to do right now.
I thought they was gonna be involved.
yeah. Like when he came out, I'm like, "Where's Brandy?" I was looking for Brandy immediately. I'm with you. I was looking for
Yeah.
Brandy immediately, but she was in the stands with the baby, so I understand. So,
It was
but
a good. I mean,
Randy being a spoiled sport at the end of the match, I wasn't feeling that at all. I
that
but
was
didn't feel it.
whack.
but that's why I think it was
It was
done.
whack.
I think that's why I think it was done just to kind of like kickstart the heel turn in Cody. I think that punt snapped something in Cody from a storyline standpoint.
It was whack. It was
It
It
whack.
was
was
a whack.
definitely a
The whole
lackluster
match.
Why was it
ending.
wag?
Man, listen, let me tell you.
I wouldn't
It was
call it
whack.
whack, but
WWE,
it was a lackluster ending in my book.
they were able to get rid of McAfee. That's what they accomplished to me tonight. By doing what they did, now we don't have to worry about Pat McAfee anymore.
But my
Wait, wait,
problem
wait,
with
wait, wait,
that
wait, wait,
though,
wait, wait,
my
wait,
problem
wait,
with
wait,
that
wait,
though
wait,
was
wait,
for him to
wait,
get
wait,
RKO'd.
wait,
Then what was the
wait,
point of involving him?
wait. McAfee coming back out with a neck brace and a referee shirt was horrible writing.
He
That was like
Awful,
KO.
that was
awful.
He
like no, yo. Let me tell you what that was
I
like.
fell
I
out
And
was
he didn't
laughing.
even
listening.
have the right referee. At least go back there and get one of the actual WWE official shirts.
No, you know what
I
that
was
was like.
crying laughing.
You know what that
Nigga
was
came
like.
out with a Foot Locker shirt on. What is
That
this?
took me. That took me back to 1985.
He came out with a Foot Locker
Rapping,
uniform.
rapping Duke's second single.
Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. You went back. I had forgot about that. Oh my!
Rapping Duke's second single after the heart.
After the
First of
hard
all,
that I don't, that was the
the heart was terrible, but then that second single after that,
set the bar even lower. Set the bar even lower.
I hated Die Hard. Oh, I hated that song
I
as a
think we
kid.
all did. I think
The
we all did.
the
hard,
heart,
Duh.
the
Please don't sing it,
heart,
please.
the
Please don't
heart.
sing it, please, please,
Justin said you
please.
need you, but Justin, in this era, you're not gonna get a heel Cody versus a heel Randy. You're not gonna get both of them as heels at the same time.
You'll get two baby faces, but not two
Right, you're not
heels.
gonna get two heels. And you now that you can blame the Rock and Stone Cold for as tweeners when they kind of changed everything and made it cool for tweeners to fight each other.
Yeah, that match was. Eh, I liked Cody's entrance.
It was dope.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Cody's
his
entrance
entrance
was
was
dope.
dope.
listen, but that and that's why I kind of felt I agree that heel turn is loading because we went through the montage of all the years of the iterations of Cody Rhodes, from dashing Cody Rhodes and going into being Stardust, which the gimmick he absolutely hated, to what he is today. And I'm like, okay, so do we get the but notice J Mac, we didn't get the Outlander.
We
And
didn't get the
so
Outlander.
we didn't get the Outlander. So that's to say that could be on the horizon because
We
you can't
skipped the
show me
match.
everything that Cody has been and not give me the Outlander because that was a huge part of who he was.
We skipped the
Yep.
match. We skipped the match.
Which one?
Gunther
Oh
and
yeah,
Seth.
Gunther Seth. Gunther
Match
Seth.
of the night.
Yeah, that was a great match, and Braun Breaker is back.
We knew the
Mm,
IWC called that
Yeah,
one. They
that
said
was kind
Braun
of
Breaker was
obvious.
coming back.
That was
Yeah.
kind of obvious, and it made sense for it to go the way that it did because again, you're able to still keep some heat on Gunther. You don't break his legend retirer gimmick, and you set him up to be able to be the one that sends Brock home.
Because he's gonna send Brock home in Minnesota.
And
So,
he's undefeated in non-title matches as well.
Yeah, and
correct.
he's gonna send because they're fighting SummerSlam is in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And
So
Brock is going home in Minnesota.
Brock's gonna go home at home. Yeah,
Yeah,
Brock's
he's
gonna go
going
home
home
at
at
home.
home. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes perfect sense. So that was well done. That was
Well
well
done.
done. Especially when you had to kind of scramble to get both Gunther and Seth on the
They
card
didn't
at the
have a
last
lot of
minute.
time to do it.
Yeah, they did a pretty. But listen, so not for nothing. I hate Gunther because Gunther is one of the few heels for me that he gets legitimate heat from me as a fan, and it's not like worked heat because he's a really good heel. He
Yeah.
is a really, really good. He's good at the gimmick. He is really good at the gimmick. And Seth, Seth is listen, as much as I hate Seth Rollins as far as what they try to do with him, as far as Triple H pushing him down our throats, I will always give credit where credit is due. Seth is one of the best workers in ring in the WWE, hands
By
down.
far,
He can
Hands
go.
down.
He can go. He can
you can
go.
go.
I
You
agree.
can
So
go.
So because Cody won tonight, we do listen. I will acknowledge that means CM Punk is losing tomorrow.
So, hey man, we try to prepare you.
The
The ones
bloodline
is
No,
gone.
returns.
but you said Cody was losing.
I did. I did.
all right. Predictions for night 2 before we get out of here. It's 11:30 and I need to get some sleep because I gotta go to Charlotte in the morning. Well,
Bloodline
Um,
early
returns
afternoon.
tomorrow night with a bang. Everybody's pulling up.
my friends are trying to make me nervous, saying that we can't trust Triple H, but this
But why can't we trust Triple H? That's my question.
Because there are a few people
What's the
out there
thought
that are
there?
calling. There are a few people saying that Triple H is not going to let Oba go over.
they're holding all his past sins against him, and I'm like, you got to understand, for Oba to lose, that's gonna cause Brock much more work than Brock wants to do.
Right.
Because if Brock wins, that means he has to show up Monday. He got to show up. He already showed up he did his Mondays already. We ain't seeing Brock again until
In
some. We
in
ain't
the
seeing him
words
again.
in the words of CM Punk to Vince McMahon, okay, Brock wins. Who's gonna
Right,
be here Monday night? Oba.
right.
Match
So
one.
So
it
Match
makes no
one
sense.
is match one. I'm saying over. There's just way too much
absolutely,
pop. There's way too. I can't see now. They could swerve us, but
They could.
they could
nah.
swerve us.
It
But
this is a star making moment. Oba and Brock on ESPN, the main ESPN. The
And
whole
and
world could
and
literally
Oba
watch this
and
match.
I truly believe that Oba wants to put I mean that Brock wants to put Oba over. I
Yep.
yeah,
truly
that
believe
that
that he
that's
wants
the
to.
and that's what I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking one, Brock doesn't have to win. He doesn't need to win.
No.
Doesn't benefit him
He
at all
doesn't
to
need
win.
to win. And with the direct, first of all, the company is trying everything that they can to bring the customer back because they lost the customer the last year.
They lost some
So
customers tonight with this whack finish. Night
they
They
one.
sure
did.
did. They
Yeah,
sure
the
No,
main
they
did.
event.
did.
Like
So
this was your main event? Like really?
yeah, so
And
No,
you
they
and
can
and
you
didn't.
and let me
really
say this, right? Kudos to Randy Orton for being a good sport because he hurt his back for real, for real.
yeah, his back was hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Oba wins one for two reasons. One, because you don't want to. I don't think they want to piss off the customer. Two, this the entire arena loves him. There's white kids doing the overstrut. There's
White women
white
doing the Oba strut.
there's white women
Yo, but this is
doing
the
the
funny thing, right?
overstrut.
WWE knows good marketing when they see it and when they know they have a rocket they can strap to the back of a superstar.
That's a
Oba is
rocket.
undeniable. Oba is one of those guys who transcends race, transcends time, color, all of that stuff. He
And
Yeah.
he
and
is just the dominant force. Period.
and for the simple fact that he is one of the ascending stars,
I
WrestleMania
disagree, Justin. I don't think Rhea wins.
WrestleMania is in Riyadh next year. There's
Mm.
no way you can't have a belt on that man's waist going
A
into
man,
Riyadh.
a man
You
of
have to.
color from the region, because let's just
Gotta
call
put
it
a
what it is.
belt on
He's
a belt.
Nigerian.
He
A
has
man
to
of
be a
color from the
champion.
region.
Yes, he has to be a champion before they go overseas with WrestleMania. It's gonna be an
Either
international slobber knocker.
either he has to be a champion or his storyline has to be leading to him getting it there.
Right. Like this will set him up to potentially, if
He could
CM
re
Punk decides to go away,
or he
you
could
you you
rematch
got him
Cody.
and Roman
Don't
for the
forget, don't
title
forget, don't,
at
don't forget
Mania
him.
in Riyadh.
Don't forget him and Cody already fought on Saturday night's main
Yeah.
event. It could be a rematch.
Right.
I think Oba ultimately ends up on Raw though.
I
So
think honestly now I know that they made the world champion belt for Monday Night Raw, but I'm starting to kind of feel like with this kind of star power and international flair that Oba has, I'm thinking they should still go to just one belt and let him be a star for both
They'll
shows. But
never
I know
do
they'll
it.
never do
They're not
that.
doing that anymore. They're not
yeah,
doing that.
that's
That's
not
That
They'll
old.
happening.
sucks
never
though.
do it.
I love
Yeah,
that part though.
I love one champion. I don't like this two world champion garbage.
Yeah, I
I
never
never
did.
did. I never did.
It
So
it it, it
so
only makes sense. It only would have made sense if they had truly stayed with the brand split.
Right,
But
right.
because they had but you got guys showing up on each other's shows, it's not truly a brand split anymore. So I agree. It doesn't make sense to have two world champions if they're not two shows.
Right.
so so we all
Yeah.
agree Oba wins tomorrow.
Oba goes over tomorrow.
Finn
Over
and
goes over
Dominic.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Finn
Finn,
and Dominic. Well, I'm
the
sorry, the
demon,
Demon and Dominic.
The
the
demon is
demon's
winning
about to.
tomorrow.
The demon got to
Dom,
go over tomorrow. If the demon loses tomorrow, that'll make him 0-3 in his last three.
And
So
and you might as well
I think
just
the
say his
Demon has
career.
to win
Yeah.
also because I think Finn said that the Demon was dead. So you don't bring the Demon out of retirement or back from the dead, so to speak, and have the Demon lose. That doesn't
and
make
Nah,
there,
sense.
nah,
the
and there's
demon's
no
winning that
title on the
mania.
line. So
Right, it
there's
doesn't
no
hurt
title
anybody.
on the
This is
right,
a
line.
good old fashioned grudge match.
yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything more they can do with Dominic. I think they've done enough with Dominic. Dominic won. Like we're seeing Dominic probably does not need a belt, but I think we're
Well, he still
also
get the AAA
seeing,
championship.
yeah, but I think we're also seeing, I think we're
No, that
also
that's a big deal
seeing,
in Mexico.
And I
That's a
and I
big
and
deal in
I think
Mexico.
WWE dropped the ball on that. That belt should have been defended at Mania.
I agree with that because if you're trying
yeah,
to push this brand, you got to make Dominic fight somebody, or let this be for that belt. Listen,
Yes.
yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at them putting it on Finn.
Right.
I also think,
Or have somebody from AAA on the card fighting Dominic for that title. To me, I think that was a disservice to AAA. To me.
I also believe that we are headed towards the end of Judgment Day.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I can.
Absolutely.
I think we're headed towards the end of Judgment Day.
Yep.
So Finn, the demon wins tomorrow. So over
I'm sorry, we
the
did leave out
demon.
another match for tonight. Liv and Raquel, I'm sorry,
Great
Liv
match.
and Stephanie.
You
Dope
knew it was gonna
match.
be interference. You knew
That was a good match though.
come on, you knew it
Dope
was gonna
match.
be interference.
That
Come
that
on,
Yeah.
y'all.
yeah, we knew Liv was winning. You knew it wasn't gonna be clean, but that was a good match.
It
That
was
was
Those
a
a
good
good
women
match.
match. It was a
beat the
good
crap out of each other.
until they interfered. It was
Yeah,
good.
they beat the crap out of each other
It was a
tonight,
good
and
match.
that was wonderful to see.
Stephanie Bakir, I love that. I
Oh,
love her.
she's fantastic.
Yeah.
Stephanie McKay is fantastic. All right, Sammy and Trick,
We
Come
United
already
on,
States
called
man.
it. Trick.
Championship.
Trick is winning that.
Come on.
Trick is winning.
Trick
Whoop
Come
Williams
that
with the
on.
Trick.
lemon pepper steppers.
Come on.
Slip and Slide Records wins tomorrow.
Yep, the lemon pepper steppers.
Um,
That place is gonna go. That place is gonna explode. It's
That
gonna be
whoop
yo.
Trick
that
wins.
trick in Allegiant Stadium. Woo!
Woo!
That
and
whoop that
Whoop
trick
that
is gonna
trick.
be
Whoop that trick.
crazy.
in a match that I'm quietly looking forward to, the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. Penta, Rey Mysterio, JD McDonough, Rusev, Javon Evans, and Dragon Lee.
Javon, I'm picking
Pen-
Javon Evans.
I'm picking Penta.
I have no idea.
Right, but that's why I'm looking forward to it because
Jamie McDonough
I
comes up with the upset.
JD
That
McDonough. Okay, that's an interesting choice. I'm
JD
leaning
McDonough.
toward J Mac because I feel like Javon Evans is another one that's on again another one.
Another
Even
one of the brothers.
even in the mid card, we taking over. The
the
brothers
Taking
era.
is
over,
taking
Butler.
over.
It's a new era.
Said
It's a
this
new
last year. You
era.
getting your wish this year, Butler.
I feel like Javon Evans might walk out of Mania as the Intercontinental Champion. I kind of feel like Javon Evans.
If he doesn't win,
Javon Evans, I think if it's not Javon Evans, I think Rey Mysterio walks out as champion, just as a last hurrah.
if he doesn't win, he has the moment of the night. Like Ricochet did with what
Logan
you called him
Paul.
a couple
With Logan
years
Paul?
ago. With Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
He's gonna have the moment of the match of the night.
I'm
Javon Evans.
still
I like
picking
I like JD as a dark horse because he hasn't really been a singles champion yet. You know, he's always been attached to another individual like Finn Balor or Damian Priest. I think he's been overcooked and he's overdue.
I
He
feel
needs
you,
more.
but I think at this point in his career, and I hate to say this about him because he has so much potential, I think JD is enhancement talent.
Unless he goes to AEW.
He's there to put over others.
Yeah.
That's his job. I think. Listen, and you can make a great career doing that. Ask the Brooklyn Brawler.
Right?
But JD is enhancement talent.
Steve Lombardo, you mean?
Yep, the great Steve Lombardi.
Stinky hand in the shirt, Brooklyn shirt.
I was like, this. Please, somebody, please clean up this man.
That sweatshirt was hideous.
The women's championship, the WWE Women's Championship between Jade Cargill and one Rhea Ripley.
Jay wins with outside interference help.
Absolutely. It may be a
Agreed.
new baddie. Possibly.
Right. Possibly somebody new joining the faction.
Yep.
Who do you think the new baddie would be?
There's only
Listen,
one
it
that
could be-
makes
listen,
sense.
Paige came back
JP?
tonight.
You think
Paige
JP
came-
gets the call?
Listen,
There's
Paige
only
came
one
back
that
tonight
makes
we
sense,
didn't know she
D-Lo.
was
You know
coming.
who I'm going to say. You know who I'm going to say. But at the same time, because it is her time to get called up, and a bunch of them are getting called up from NXT.
Miss Parker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think if it's a new baddie, it can only be JP. It can only because she immediately gives. Because I'll be honest, I like the fact that Jade now has a faction, but I don't believe in Meechin and BFAB. Jada
Right.
Parker gives the baddies instant credibility.
And she's so good on the
Instant
mic.
credibility, right?
And she's so good on the
she
mic
is
now.
instant credibility if she is a new baddie.
Jada has improved so much on the mic over the last 2 years, man. I
Or
remember
do they
she
bring
was
her up
trash.
to feud with Jade?
She was trash.
That's the next point because you put her in that thing, she automatically becomes Fatu in the MFTs. She's the most formidable,
That's true.
and she's the one that's gonna up it, man.
Let her cook for a minute, and then she's
Yeah, that's
the
a good
one.
That's a good assessment.
and
Jake.
especially-
I didn't think
especially
about. I
now-
didn't think of something like that.
Especially
can
now
replace
with
Bianca.
we know Bianca's out of next year's
Yes.
WrestleMania as well.
Yup.
Can't use her hands, J Mac.
Stop!
She don't
Can't
need
use
a
her
hand,
hands.
George.
Stop, man!
She don't need her hands, George.
She can't use her hands.
Stop!
Stop.
She don't need her hands, George.
Buzz it.
JP, Jade Cargill, and Riyadh. That's money.
Yeah.
That's money.
I
You can print the
would
tickets.
like. I think we're gonna get swerved, and I think they're gonna put the belt on
On
Rhea.
Rhea. Okay. All right. Listen, it at this point nothing surprises me in that
I wouldn't be
division.
surprised at that.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
And the only
but I
reason
think if
why
they're
is
still,
because
but I do agree with J-Mac. If they do that, that means they're no longer high on
That
Jade.
means they're pulling the plug on Jade, and I don't think they're doing that yet. And the
Not
only
yet,
reason
not
I'm
yet.
saying that, L, is because they just gave her this fact. If they didn't put this faction around her and it was mano y mano, I would say Rhea's gonna beat her. But they just gave her this faction.
And I agree with that, J-Mac.
and that also means that Rhea would have to move to SmackDown. And
Right,
you
and
know
and
she's
Rhea's a Raw superstar. Yeah,
she's in Raw. Like you go to Netflix, like that's the first face you
that's the first
see.
face you see. And
So
not for nothing, and it's not Jade's fault that she's in this position. It's Naomi and Bianca's fault.
Yeah,
Well, their husbands.
they both got pregnant.
Okay. It's Jimmy and Montez's fault.
yes,
It's Jimmy and Montez's
It's a
fault.
collaboration
The
of
collaboration between
yeah,
Jimmy and Montez.
collaboration.
Their
You
fault.
know what? You know
That
what?
that they
You know
they
what I
ruined
think?
they ruined the women's division and the
You know
plans
what
for
I
Jade
think?
Cargill with their
You
own
you know
lusts.
you know what I think? Here's what I think.
Got
What
lust
do you?
in your eye.
I think if Rhea loses, and 9 times out of 10 she won't lose fair. If Rhea loses, I think the story with her and Liv gets reignited.
yep,
With Rhea, yeah, because Rhea and Liv still needs to have a payoff.
And
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're both on
So
Raw.
Rhea has to go back to Raw
Yeah,
and
yep.
and
they're
get
both
and
on
go
Raw.
right
It
back
makes
into
sense.
that title picture because her and Liv still owe us a payoff
And
because remember
Yeah.
Liv got hurt.
they're not ready to turn EO Sky yet. Because
No,
that's coming.
that's got to happen.
Yeah.
They're not ready to
But
turn her
maybe
yet.
not because EO is approaching that I'm so over stratosphere that you can't turn me.
They can't turn EO yet.
Yeah,
I gotta
No,
see
no, that's
Oscar.
what I said.
I gotta
They
see
haven't
Oscar
turned
and
it yet.
EO. I gotta see Oscar and EO. I'm
Oscar and
tell,
EO one on
I'm
one at
telling y'all
SummerSlam has to happen
that
this year. I feel
that
like that has to happen.
that might be match of the year contender
Oh yeah, Oscar
when
and
them two
EO when that
ladies.
finally happens,
Oh my goodness,
that's gonna
I
be
think
good.
that's
it's
some.
gonna
I
be
think
And
that's
and, and then you
SummerSlam.
got to do it with Kyrie as the special referee.
it's gonna be stupid, yo.
I think that's SummerSlam.
I agree. I think Oscar and
I
EO with
think that's
Kyrie Sane as
SummerSlam.
the special guest referee should happen at SummerSlam. I agree
I
with that.
think that's SummerSlam, and I also think that Rhea, if Rhea doesn't win tomorrow, we're gonna see the revival of the Rhea Liv feud.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what you're going to see.
I
She's not
think
going to win
I think
I
tomorrow.
can
it's
see
time for
that.
that to happen. I think it's time for that to happen now
And,
that Liv's healthy.
and Jade is going to go on this incredible dominant run. She's not losing that
Justin
belt
said I need
anytime soon.
Sky to put Oscar down. I think that's we've been waiting for that payoff for a while. That needs to happen.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
That absolutely needs to happen. They need to
Jade is
collide
going to go on this incredible dominant run after tomorrow night.
for
If she
2
wins
years.
tomorrow night, yeah, she's not losing that. It's going to be a long time.
She's
She's
gonna
going
go
to,
on a run for 2 years until
yeah,
Naomi and Belair return.
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
got
Because they're
mad
going to
at
have
TKO
Charlotte's going to,
again
she's going to face
You just
Charlotte
got mad
Flair.
at TK all over again.
because it's
Watch
She's
it.
like
going to play, she's going to face Charlotte. Charlotte's going to put her over too.
Yeah,
it's like you invest in this company and you don't trust the wrestling minds to be wrestling minds. Like
because it's about the
the,
bottom line. They have marketing people trying to run a wrestling company. They have marketing people trying to run a wrestling company.
Look how they
Yeah.
shoehorned Pat McAfee into that story.
But
There was no reason for Pat McAfee to be in that
it's the
story.
same problem that they have with that they've been having with the UFC because the problem what they did with the UFC is similar in that they tried to have marketing people trying to run a fighting company. Like
Listen,
when
they're trying to get Cameron in it.
Listen,
oh God,
they
I didn't
do
want to
this
talk about
every
that, but I
year.
guess we need to go there.
Remember the first year that TKO took over? What did they try to do? They tried to force The Rock in.
They tried to force The Rock in.
They tried to
The
take
fans
Cody out of the
revolted.
main event.
The next
He won
year,
the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
And TKO wanted The Rock to face Roman Reigns.
and the fans revolted.
And the fans turned on it.
The next year,
but to
we
be
got a
fair,
Cena heel turn
we did want
with
it.
Travis Scott.
Yep. The next year was the Cena Travis Scott. The Rock doesn't show up after that to pay it off. That so TKO messed up with that. Now this year, what does TKO do? Again, they get involved and they put Pat McAfee into a storyline that already told itself.
Here's the thing with Rock Roman, George, and I agree with what you said. I think some of us did want to see Rock Roman, and I'm not saying that, but I feel like at this point, Dwayne needs to just doing what he's doing now. Just step away, because
Yeah.
he's too big of a star and too involved in everything else to ever put in enough work to be able to devote the time necessary to tell a compelling story in the WWE to build to Mania. And that's not a knock on him. That's just his schedule right now, and I get it.
Well,
It just is
fellas,
what it is.
fellas,
You
get
got
ready.
just
Get
step
ready.
away.
Get ready because next year is the time they're gonna do it, and that's
That's
the
the
reason
last. That's
why.
the
That's
next
the
year's the
last
last
chance. Yeah, it's
chance.
the last chance.
They're
That's
gonna
the
do
last
it
Last
chance.
next year because it's in Saudi, and Saudi
and Lil Yachty.
you don't need a storyline over
At
there.
least Lil Yachty
It's
and
a
Trick kind
glorified
of works
house
because
show
Lil
over
Yachty
there.
is not involved in anything. Him and Trick just making songs together. They making diss records together.
It's a glorified house show over in Saudi Arabia. You don't need storylines over there. They just want to see wrestling. They
Right.
don't care about the
I mean, yeah, these
storylines
are the
over there.
people who wanted the Brothers of Destruction against DX, and everybody's 55 years old.
Horrible.
So what you saying, Jay,
That was
in essence
terrible.
is what you
Bag
saying in essence
fumblers.
is in Saudi Arabia, they're not even watching the whole year.
No.
No,
And that's why
no.
Mania. That's the reason why Mania in Saudi Arabia is honestly a big
A
fu to the
a
fans of the
joke.
United States, to the fans of the rest of
It's,
the world, really, because it's a paid for show. Why, mind you, you've got your American crowds, which okay, American crowds up and down. But if you told me Mania was in Europe, I'd live with it. You know why? Because those crowds are crazy
so
and
Crazy.
they're
Yeah.
into the
WrestleMania,
product.
so WrestleMania next year is coming on in the morning. We gonna be in church during
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
We
We're
gonna
gonna
be
be in
right.
church
We gonna be
while
in church
WrestleMania comes
during
on.
during
Yeah.
during during night one. We'll just be waking up from our Saturday slumber,
Yeah. And then we'll be
and,
in
and,
church
and
for
then we'll be on
WrestleMania. Yeah.
church during night two.
Night two. Yeah. Sucks.
It's bad enough WrestleMania started at 6 o'clock tonight.
Remember the press conference, D-Lo? Remember the press conference?
Yes.
All the wrestlers were standing up there like, I really don't want to do this. I really don't
Then
want
yeah.
to push
Oh,
this.
that listen. Those faces on all of them. Bianca was like, she was Marshawn Lynch. I'm only here so I don't get fined. Her face was just like, I'm just here so I don't get
Get
fined.
that money, sis.
Had to smile and wave like,
Smile
okay. I'm gonna act like I want to be here.
Right.
I don't, but I'm gonna act like I want to
So
be here.
so what's the next
Main
match?
event:
Main event.
Punk Reigns for the
Reigns.
WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Las
Reigns.
Vegas.
I got 3 Reignses. I'm waiting for J Mac to come back. I think. Well, we know J Mac thinks it's gonna be Punk again.
Las Vegas,
Full
You
Nevada.
can't
acknowledgement.
see me?
No, we got a
Acknowledgement.
black screen. No, you got
Nah,
black screen.
It looks like I was on. It said I was
acknowledge
on.
Go out,
me.
come back. No, you're. We could hear you. We just can't see you.
All right.
I think the bloodline. I think the bloodline shows up tomorrow.
That's my.
Nope, it's still black.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I think the bloodline shows up tomorrow,
Nope, still black.
and I also think
I
the
wonder why it
Rock
keeps doing
comes.
that.
I also think the
I
Rock
don't think
shows
Dwayne
up
shows
too.
up. I don't think Dwayne shows up. I don't think Dwayne's coming.
I wouldn't put money on it, but Jumanji, they did finish Jumanji though. Jumanji is done. So I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
they showed the trailer at CinemaCon this week. Yeah.
So
I just don't know if they're ready to put the belt back on a part-timer. I don't know if they're willing to do that yet.
Listen,
But to-
kudos to that man for his promo work this past 2 weeks has been top tier.
Who's that?
Reigns. That promo he cut in the car watching that Punk video, I gotta say, yeah.
Bro, you do know he was reading off of cue cards behind the camera, man.
stop it, J Mac.
You do know.
Y'all know
you do-
J Mac do not like Reigns.
Let it go,
I-
J Mac.
J
But
Mac,
have
I
y'all-
don't care who
have
wrote
y'all
it. He
ever-
delivered
Have
it.
y'all ever asked me why I don't like him? Have you ever asked me why?
Let's ask. Let's find out tonight. Why don't you like Reigns, J Mac?
Because I believe he's very overrated. We talking about overrated. I believe he's overrated. I believe he has the ambiance But as a wrestler, he doesn't wrestle to me.
Stop it, J Mac.
But in this big man era, The Rock
Stop it.
wasn't a great wrestler. Lord knows Steve Austin in the later in his career wasn't a great wrestler anymore. When he was younger, he was fantastic.
And I just and
Stunning
again,
Steve Austin was
I just
fantastic
think
with the blonde hair, the
that
Hollywood blondes.
he's
George,
been
you remember the
given
Hollywood blondes?
I just think he's been
Yo,
given a lot
You
to
know
be
what?
successful.
you
You know
still
what?
like you got to you not listen, man. You got to get out
You
of
know
loader
what?
bar, man. That
You
listen,
know
that's
what?
that
Lodi
you
Wait.
ball.
you got to get out of loader
I'm
bar,
not
man.
in Lodabar,
It's not
brother.
2018 no more, man.
I'm not
Let
in
that
Lodabar.
go.
I'm
You know
not in
what?
Lodabar.
I know we saying. I know we saying we might get the return of the bloodline. I wouldn't be surprised if we get the return of the Shield.
No, that ain't never
We
happening.
we not no because we're not getting because
Moxley's still in a contract.
Moxley ain't coming back.
Moxley is getting paid
Mo-
comfortably to wrestle in front of four people. He
And
is not
bleed.
coming back.
Once every 3 months.
And bleed.
Quick AEW shout out to MJF for giving Darby Allen his moment. Shout
Man,
out to him.
no,
No,
you are not gonna get squashed and give if if y'all want to get mad at wrestling,
it wasn't a
losing
squash.
D'Lo he lost that world title on a headlock takeover.
They call it the cradle headlock.
A headlock takeover. He
Listen,
sent his hands. When that bell rang, I said, "Ain't no way."
But the Roman piece, that's why I'm not stuck in 2018. I just don't like I just think he's very overrated to me. It's just he's just never Roman has never done it for me. I just never made a connection with him. Just never. That's just me. I never made a connection with him.
I understand that happens.
Yeah, I just never when he became when he was the big dog and then when he became the tribal chief, it was just like, what? Tribal chief? It was like, then it was the wise man, and then you put the cousins around him, and it's like I just wasn't feeling it.
Bag fumbling.
Yeah, just wasn't feeling it. That's all. Nothing personal with the guy. I'm glad he not sick. I'm glad he managing his cancer. I just I don't know.
Just just know when it's money time, you're gonna hear that choir singing.
No, I just believe again. I
oh,
listen. I
When it's
hope.
money
Listen.
time, that choir gonna sing.
I want to see if they gonna put the belt back on a part timer.
we'll see.
Because I got a feeling a lot of y'all Roman fans gonna be very disappointed tomorrow night.
Listen,
Gotta vote,
My
fellas.
hope is this: he wins the title, he goes to Raw Monday, closes the show, blah 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 blah. Acknowledge me. The lights go out and then they turn green.
That's what you want to happen. That's not gonna happen.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I want to happen.
Dun, dun, dun,
That's
dun,
not gonna
dun,
happen.
dun, 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 dun. Ooh,
Because
ooh,
Brock's gonna
listen.
be
That would be
gone.
great.
Because
ooh.
Brock's gonna be gone.
Brock
What do you
Brock
do?
is gonna be going.
What do you
Oba
do
will
with
be there
Oba
on Monday
now?
night. You
Well,
can't. You're gonna have Oba as your main guy on Raw with no championship, no Punk, no Brock, no Roman.
New era time. And
Do, do,
they're
do,
calling up more
do,
NXT
do,
kids
do.
too.
I don't know. I just want to see if they're gonna be willing to make a part timer a champion. I know you saying Ober's gonna come out and challenge him and whatever, whatever. But I just gotta see if WWE is willing to go back to the part time era champion. I don't know because again the premise of this. I'm gonna say it again, like I said the other
But I
night.
mean, but J
The
Mac, let's be
premise. Let me
real
finish.
though.
Let me finish. The premise of this championship was because of a part time champion.
Facts.
So that's what we got to remember. The history of this championship is in existence because we had a part-time champion.
That's true. But the history of the championship doesn't represent what's going on now with it. You know, Punk has only defended the title like 3 times, right?
3 times.
That's not true. No, it's not.
He's only defended it 3 times.
No, three. No, no, that's not true.
I
He defended it
promise you, he's
every.
only defended it 3 times.
Say it again.
He's only defended it 3 times.
It's not true. Go research it. It's
I
not true.
promise you.
I promise you. I can tell you right now where he defended. He defended it on the European tour. He defended it there.
You
He
mean
defended it more than
the
three
house
times, brother.
shows?
He defend. You said he only defended it 3 times.
But you don't
He
lose
def-
titles on house shows.
Usually,
but
unless it's at the Garden.
but is it a defense or not?
Not if it's not on TV.
So it's not considered a defense at a
You
house show.
no, you can't come back and tell Netflix, "Hey, y'all, we was in Missouri on Thursday. Dolph Ziggler's the champ." You can't do
I'm
that.
saying no, but what I'm saying is you saying he only defended it 3 times, and I'm telling you he didn't.
He
He
only
just
defended
won
it
the
on
and he
TV three
and he
times.
just won the championship in November. Did we forget that?
He's defended it since since he got it. He's defended it against Breaker. He's defended it against Finn Balor. He's defended it against.
Now you
Okay,
talking about since he won it in November. You're not talking about when he lost it to Gunther.
no. We're talking
Okay.
about
We're talking about since November.
since
So
November.
so
It-
since November,
Since
it's
November,
only April.
he's
It's
defended.
only
He's
April.
defended against Breaker twice.
Got to pull out, fellas.
All right, bro.
Later on, fellas.
You are
He's
not
defended.
Montez Ford.
He, stop it! We got to get out of here.
George, he's only had the belt since November.
November, December, January, February, March, April. That's 6 months.
He's
Okay.
He's defended it twice. He defended it twice in January,
Come on.
once in February, on TV. January 5th, January 12th, February 28th.
And who are those people?
Breaker, Balor.
Okay, what about the pay-per-views? Didn't he
None.
defend the
No,
didn't he,
he's not defended the title at the pay-per-view.
he hasn't defended against the demon?
Nope.
No,
He
the,
didn't
the,
he
the,
did
demon
he
the
did-
demon hasn't
not
shown
the
up.
demon. I'm sorry, he didn't defend against Finn Balor.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was that was Elimination Chamber. That was the 28th. That was it.
Okay.
Just 3.
But unfortunately, since Elimination Chamber in this longer than usual road to WrestleMania, remember we did not have a pay-per-view in March, which was
Right, that's
stupid.
not his
I don't know
fault.
what that was about.
Right. That's
But
not
we
his
didn't have a
fault.
pay-per-view in March. So for the last 6 weeks, it's just been him and Roman trading barbs
And 2
instead-
of those weeks Roman wasn't there.
instead of us actually getting a title defense from the champion, or really even getting the champion in the ring.
Like I
quite
said, I
honestly.
want to see if they're going to put it on the part-time champ. I'd be shocked if they do it.
I
I'd be
wouldn't,
shocked.
and only because J Mac, we're in the TKO era. I do know for a fact that based upon stories that I've read, that the head of creative is not a fan of part-time champions. However, as we now see, the head of creative is no longer in charge.
Well, but I'm saying until we see otherwise, we know the head of creative do not like part-time champs.
Yes, that we do know. Yes, that we do know. The head of creative does not like part-time champions. That is
And
not
that's why I
his thing.
keep saying that.
You got 24 hours, J-Man.
Okay? I can't wait because if he lose, don't hide, George. Don't hide.
I won't. I'm not Keisha Carter.
And I
Ooh,
want
anyway.
you to come on here and be like,
Listen, y'all gonna mess around.
We're
We're gonna be back on here tomorrow night. We back on here tomorrow night. Listen, y'all, thank y'all for rocking with us tonight on this late night edition covering game 1 as we are now into what started the church, guys. I just checked it. With J Mac, this is our 3rd anniversary of doing Knicks post games in the playoffs. So
Yeah,
Wow.
congratulations,
happy anniversary
fella.
to us.
Congrats.
3 years
Congrats
of
to
doing
us.
post games of Nick games. 3 straight years now of doing post games. Our first one of this season, which for the 2nd year in a row has coincided with WrestleMania weekend. So it's become a thing. The first post game show seems to coincide with WrestleMania now. So because the same thing happened last year. Game 1 of the first round was on night 1 of WrestleMania.
Yeah, we were at
Willie's house. I wonder if
Yeah.
the E is doing that on purpose, but that's another conversation.
Well, at least they didn't put it on Resurrection Weekend this year.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Last weekend was a perfect storm of just terrible. We had Resurrection Weekend, WrestleMania, and the beginning of the playoffs all at the
It
same
was
time.
crazy last
All
year.
at the same time. So
Mhm.
that was absolutely nuts.
It
But
was.
We appreciate y'all rocking with us as always. As always, Orange and Blue Skies. By the way, the Lakers did win that game tonight. I know we got away from it. So the Lakers go up 1-0 in their best of 7. Game 2 for them is on Tuesday night for game 2 of that series. Who knows? Y'all might get a pop-up tomorrow night. We'll see what happens. Depends on what we get out of night 2 of WrestleMania. If we do tomorrow, I'm just going to let y'all know, basketball heads, we love y'all. But it will be very light basketball, just touching on what happened. Tomorrow will be a wrestling show if we do a show tomorrow night.
Listen, that's the real main event tomorrow night.
Yeah.
That's the second night of main event.
So you may get a pop-up from us tomorrow night. So I'll probably end up watching the Oba Brock match on the way home from Charlotte tomorrow, so I can have something to talk about once I get in. Get in.
And I
So we
promise
can be
I
on the
will
show.
not comment in the chat.
Not in the chat. Not in the chat. Because I have to have like live reactions to that match. Because I hate to say it, that is the match I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
the
I'm
one.
not even really looking forward to Punk and Roman.
Yeah, I was, but it lost its
It
luster
lost
like we
its
talked
it
about.
lost its steam.
And but Oba and Brock, yes, I'm absolutely looking
The
forward to
trick
that.
match is that's where my heart is.
I mean, I get it, but I think we all know
That's
that
my
Trick
guy.
gonna win, so it's like, I mean, I'm gonna be glad to see Trick win his first singles title on the main
That's
roster.
my guy.
So that I'm excited about that. But yeah,
And
we know how
they
we-
actually, they actually admitted that he was supposed to get called up last year, and HBK changed the plan.
Oh, I didn't
You
know
need
that.
him.
They had there's a out real quick. They did an interview they interviewed each other on YouTube for Variety, I believe it was. That's
Mhm.
promo for WrestleMania, and they were talking about the new era, and they were like, yeah, when you got a guy like Trick Williams who was ready to go, and we were all ready to put him through, and then Sean was like, yeah, and I was like, you know what? Let's just hold him back and make him do the heel. So he held him back to do the heel run and the TNA run, but before that, he was off to the main roster when they held him back.
Listen,
All it did was
Sean-
make him bigger, though. All
Sean
that did was
needed
make
him.
him bigger.
So they
That
they
kid-
kind of
that
they
kid being
took
the
credit
TNA
for it,
World
but I was like,
Champion.
I don't care. He still would have been this big. But
Him being a TNA World Champion was huge.
It was huge.
Yeah.
It was absolutely huge.
Yeah.
It was absolutely huge. But again, thank y'all for rocking with us. You might see us tomorrow night, but if not, you will definitely see us Monday after game 2 of Knicks Hawks. Again, Knicks win tonight 113-102. Night 1 of WrestleMania is in the books. Cody Rhodes is still the undisputed champion. Bianca Belair is pregnant, and it's just a lot going on. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a great night, everyone.
yeah, use the hands, J back.
Don't need the hands, George.
Good night, everybody.
The church guy. We're live on a podcast. A church guy sports show. Yo, welcome to the show where the faith meets the court. Church guys repping hard, yeah, we live for the sport. From the pulpit to the bleachers, the word we endorse. Dropping dimes, preaching truth, keeping God as the source. We breaking down the play, stats, facts, and the story. Sunday to game day, all for his glory. Talking hoops, talking fields, every touchdown is shot. But we never lose sight of the faith that we got is fellowship, fire. Passion in the zone, church guys sports show. Yeah, you know we at home. Turn the volume up loud, let the good vibes flow. This is more than just a game, it's the way that we grow. The church guys.